thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. Oh, man, what's going on? All right, everybody. Yo, what's up? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. Hey, I had to put my headpiece in, so I can hear. What's going on, fam? What's going on, everybody? Yes, sir. We here today live in the flesh. You see, I got the LDBC killer hoodie on. I got the hoodie on, guys. Got the hoodie on today. And got my trusted pad right here, too. You see what I'm saying? I keep my pad right there, Hold on, I see it's looking kind of blurry a little bit. Let me back this computer on up a little. Back it on up a little bit. Working on the studio right now. I'm working at getting everything right in the studio. So that's going to happen. But anyways, we are here Friday. Good news, and more good news, right? So now, I made this particular video, man, because we're going live today because I want to talk about the elephant in the room. Basically, from Tyson Fury's side of perspective, from Deontay Wilder's perspective, and from the LDBC perspective, and just people in general who don't like Anthony Joshua. They say that Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody, right? I'm setting up my webcam right now, guys. Joshua hasn't fought anybody. So basically, Joshua's been fighting bums his career. So apparently, the people who have been fighting bums their whole career are trying to paint Anthony Joshua with their brush, right? Turn it this way. And I want to debunk that narrative, right? Because we like to deal with facts over feelings. When you say that Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anyone, he hasn't fought anybody. The Gypsy King Tyson Fury said this in a Behind the Gloves interview with Michelle Phelps. He said this. He hasn't fought anyone because he hasn't fought Wilder. So basically, Gypsy King is saying that because Joshua hasn't fought Wilder, or beaten Wilder, that is the reason why he hasn't fought anybody. And the Gypsy King, because he has fought Wilder and beat Wilder, that's the reason why he is the best. I'm here to debunk, blow up, set a time bomb on all of that. You see what I'm saying? Now, yesterday we went over Tyson Fury's resume. And his resume is very similar to Deontay Wilder's resume. Very similar. So now, let's talk about this. And guess what? Yesterday we did a live for 1 hour, right? Today we're going to ride out today because I need some time to cover all of this information. Because I'm trying to not only prove a point, but nail down the point and hold it down and strap it down so it can't run anywhere, right? We're not going to play these crackhead games today. We're also going to talk about, we do know that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua agreed on the site that they're going to fight at, right? That's good. What does that mean? It just means that they agreed on the location. Does that mean we're getting the fight soon? Doesn't mean that. It just means that they agreed on the location. We're hoping that we get it soon. Again, when you're dealing with Tyson Fury, and I have information right here that I'm going to do a timeline of a chronological order of all the Tyson Fury's lies and contradictions. When you're dealing with Tyson Fury, you never know if a fight is going down until he actually is in the ring or the locker room. The night of the fight, that's when you know it's going to happen, when Tyson Fury. So, anyways, let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out. Shout out to my main man. As a matter of fact, where we at? What we got? I don't have the Tyson bill. Oh, okay. Shout out to my main man, KB. KB, what's going on? I'm going to give everybody a round of applause. Round of applause, everybody. Where's my applause button? Okay, I don't have the applause button over here. Round of applause to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my main man, KB. Shout out to my main man, Halim. Halim, what's up, brother? What's going on? Yes, sir. Saeed, what's going on, brother? Rocky Valley Reality Rap. Hey, yo. What's going on? That's good. What you say, hey, yo? Announcement coming soon for the venue and date. My entire household is amped up. Yes, sir. We got a venue. We're going to have a date coming soon. We will see the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world fight. So hopefully, we're going to keep our fingers crossed. You know what I mean? We're going to keep our fingers crossed, everybody. Who else we got in the building? We got Mr. Angus. What's going on, fam? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Angus, we got YT. What's going on, baby boy? What's going on? Let's see who else we got. We got all these guys are here early. D-Town Blaster. What time for the super chat? What time for the super chat for D-Town Blaster? What's up, GM Dub? What's going on in the chat? You cooking them today, Coach? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not only are we cooking, we're going to have a feast. This is going to be a Thanksgiving dinner today. You see what I'm saying? Thanksgiving. Jaden, what's going on? Aaron Story, what's going on? Fury was the first to beat Vladimir Klitschko. Sorry, mate. The spelling in a long time. Oh, yeah. Fury was the first to beat Vladimir Klitschko. But that's one guy. Tell me some other guys he beat outside of Vladimir Klitschko. Tell me some other guys. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna deal with this today. Oh, yeah. The Rocky Bell. Oh, yeah. We got the Rocky Bell. Let's ring the Rocky Bell, baby. The Rocky Bell. You see what I'm saying? Bam. Oh, yeah. Guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? I got some other stuff for you. I got some other stuff for you. Here we go. Not only do we have the Rocky Bell, but guess what else we have? We have
Cover Lane. What is your strategy to beat Balboa this time? Strategy. Don't need one. I'm gonna beat him like I did last time. That's my strategy.
We got Clover Lane. We got Clover Lane in the building. You see what I'm saying? Clover Lane in the building, everybody. We got my main man, Adam. Adam, what's going on, baby boy? What's going on? Adam M. Pacquiao versus Crawford will be official by Sunday night. You heard it first. Heard it here first. Yeah, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm hoping that's the reality, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Ola, what's going on? Ola, what's going on? Ola, what's happening? Wolverine, X-Men. What's going on? Wolverine? Let's see. KB. Fury won against Vladimir. Did not beat him like AJ did. Nah, he won. It was a snooze fest. Holding, grabbing, but he won. He won the fight. Charlo, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Slide Tennessee's. What you say? That's my man. Shout out to the player from the Himalayas. Yes, sir. Shout outs from the player to the Himalayas. You see what I'm saying? We got to get one of these Jerome samples in here. We have to get one of these Jerome samples. You see what I'm saying? We got who else we got?
Shut up, fool. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time, Balboa. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're gonna beat him like we did last time. You see what I'm saying? Like Clover Lane told Balboa. You see what I'm saying? What's your strategy? Hold on. What's your strategy?
Cover Lane. What is your strategy to beat Balboa this time? Strategy. Don't need one. I'm gonna beat him like I did last time. That's my strategy.
Hey, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna beat him like we did last time. So when basically, man, I would love to get an interview with AJ, but I know AJ is very, very, very busy man, and he don't know who I am, and I know he's very skeptical, dealing with the media and stuff like that, because he does have quite a lot of people who hate him. I have no idea. Prediction: pain, lots of pain. That's right. Hey, what time for Halim? Big ups from London. Ed, what's going on, fam? Slide Tennessee, what's going on? IB, hold on. What do you say, brother? You a new subscriber? New scrub here all day. Yes, sir. Let's give matter of fact, what we gonna do? We're gonna do an Adrian for you.
Adrian.
Hey. So we got the Adrian and the Rocky Balboa going on right now. You see what I'm saying? Got to do that. But anyways, it's a good thing that we some good news with the fight, man, with Tyson Fury coming up and Anthony Joshua. Anthony knock him out the box. Joshua is what I call him. Listen, we're gonna do a petition. I'm gonna put a survey up on YouTube, right? I'm gonna put the survey up, and you guys let me know which nickname do you like? Do you like AJ? Or do you like Anthony knock him out the box, Joshua? Which one sounds more gangster? If AJ can beat Tyson Fury, especially if he knock him out, stop him, give the Gypsy King his first loss. He's going to have to change his name from AJ, which is his nickname, which stands for Anthony Joshua. It don't sound gangster enough to me. You see what I'm saying? Hey, AJ, AJ, that ain't nothing. But we have to give him knock him out the box, Joshua. Bernardi, what's going on, fam? Bernardi, what's going on? Let's see. Charlo, what's going on, my brother? Slide Tennessee. What you say? I'm a big fan of Fury, but I do not get the AJ hate. Makes zero sense. He's the kind of man I want my kids to look up to. Yeah, man. Listen, well, I kind of understand. I can understand that Tyson Fury don't like Anthony Joshua. I guess he look at Tyson. You know, I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury don't have any hate towards Odo Wallin or Sefer Seferi. He don't have any. So he like those guys, but he doesn't like Anthony Joshua. Probably because Anthony Joshua's skill set, you know what I mean? I get it. And I say as a Fury fan, he needs to fight AJ and the rest of the top 10. Yeah, absolutely. But listen, Aaron, you know, Anthony Joshua, and matter of fact, it's amazing that you brought that. It's amazing that you brought that up because Anthony Kaboom Joshua. Lisa Bells, one time for my sister Lisa. Let's hit the Rocky Bell. Rocky Bell for Lisa. Let's hit the Rocky Bell for my man Charlo. Let's hit the Rocky Bell for my man Halim. Rocky Bell. Let's hit the Rocky Bell for my main man, Shelton Moore, Mr. Moore. Let's hit the Rocky Bell for my main man, KB in the building. Absolutely. Bernardi, what's going on, fam? Listen, man, listen. I'm telling you, KB, I like that Anthony Kaboom Joshua. Hey, I like that too, man. I kind of like that too. Anthony Kaboom Joshua, that sounds pretty good as well. You know what I mean? We got to give a shout out to Lisa Bell. Lisa Bell, she does rock with us. She rocks with everybody a lot. You see what I'm saying? Clubber Lang, man. We got Clubber Lang in the building. Mr. Clubber Lang, what is your predictions?
Clubber Lang, what is your strategy to beat Balboa this time? Strategy? Don't need one. I'm going to beat him like I did last time. That's my strategy.
Hey, man, listen. We're going to beat him like we did last time. That's our strategy. Fury needs to beat AJ and then more top 10 fighters to be the best of the era. AJ just needs to beat Fury. That's it. Then he's the best of his era. Yeah, I think Anthony Joshua still needs to beat Tyson. If he can beat Tyson Fury, he still need to beat Wilder, but he can't make Wilder get in the ring. He did everything in his power to get Wilder in the ring with him 3 years ago, and we see how that turned out. So, and then now Wilder doesn't have a belt. So the good news is this: if Wilder decides to continue to fight again, he can always fight and become a mandatory for Anthony Joshua's belts. You said one of those belts, and then he'll be able to get Joshua in the ring. The only problem with that now is he's going to have to come to the UK because Joshua is going to call the shots, and he should call the shots. When you are the cash cow of the heavyweight division, you should call the shots. I think the reason why that Anthony Joshua gave so much to Tyson Fury for this fight because he so desperately wants to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. So when you want to become undisputed heavyweight champion, and that one WBC belt has eluded Anthony Joshua for so long that this is an opportunity to get it. So if you want 50-50, I give you 50-50, even though I have more belts. Okay, that's no problem. We'll do a 50-50 split, and then we're going to do a rematch. And then the rematch clause, if I lose, you know, the loser has to take 40% in the rematch. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I mean, Anthony Joshua didn't have to do that, but he did it just for the sake of he's trying to get the belt. Now, you say, RJ, what's going on, RJ? We're going live today at 3 o'clock to discuss why the haters are saying Anthony Joshua has a weak resume. Faulting anybody. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're going to talk about. So now, let's get straight to it. Now, you have a lot of haters out there who say Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. They say he's been fighting bums. One of them, Tyson Fury. Another one, Deontay Wilder. Of course, the Alphabet Boys. And just people who hate Anthony Joshua in general. So, my question is this. What if Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody? What are you gauging that on? What are you gauging that on? If you fought more top 10, more heavyweights in the top 10 than any of your opposition, right? If you fought more top 10 opponents than anybody in your division, right? If you fought gold medalists in your division, more gold medalists than anybody in your division. If you fought more former champions and guys who were champions when you fought them than anybody in your division, do you consider that as him fighting nobody? And the fighter or fighters or people who hate Anthony Joshua, which is fine, if they say he hasn't fought anybody, who is your favorite fighter fought? You see what I'm saying? If you are a Deontay Wilder fan, who has he fought in conjunction with Anthony Joshua? And how do you come up with Joshua hasn't fought anybody, but your guy has fought more people? So the way I break this down is this. Okay, cool. You say he hasn't fought anybody. All right. They saying Charles Martin. Okay, cool. So let's go. So we started this yesterday, but we're going to ride today about 2.5 hours a day. So let's look at Deontay Wilder's record. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury has a very similar boxing resume, to be honest with you. I'm just being honest with you guys. Very, very similar. So let's look at this, guys. Let's break this down. Now, the topic is, Ivan, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Hey, y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. And if you're new to this to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel and hit the like button. You see what I'm saying? So now, let's see. Deontay Wilder, we're not going to look at his first 20 fights. His first 20 fights, he haven't fought anybody, right? Most fighters, when they first start out, they fight a bunch of easy fights in the beginning. Okay, cool. That's facts. So we're not going to hold that against him. But Wilder has fought Ethan Cox. That's his first fight, right? The second fight, he's fought Shannon Gray. Richard Green, third fight. Joseph Robot, fourth fight. Charles Brown, fifth fight. Kelsey Arnold, sixth fight. Travis Allen, seventh fight. Jerry Vaughn, eighth fight. Ty Cobb, ninth fight. Alvaro Morales, 10th fight. I never heard of these guys, but we're not holding that against them. 11th fight, Dustin Nichols. 12th fight, Shannon Carday. Never heard of the guy. 13th, Harold Sconier. As you guys can see, we're looking at resumes now because these are the Wilder said Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. Fury says Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. And so we're gonna look at all of their records. Okay, we're gonna look at this and see. And if you are a Wilder fan, tell me, do you know any of these guys that Wilder has fought for you to say that Wilder is right? He hasn't fought anybody. You see what I'm saying? What do you say? The Ali Bell is better? Shelton Moore say the Ali Bell is better. All right. All right, let's hit the Ali Bell. The Ali Bell, well, we're gonna do a survey on that. You see what I'm saying? Hit the Ali Bell right now. Because Ali is a legend. Hit the Ali Bell, hit the Rocky Bell. You know, we gonna roll with that. The LDBC is accusing Joshua of being an Uncle Tom, which is absolutely pathetic. Listen, don't get caught up in the black power politics here in America. Everybody is an Uncle Tom who doesn't hate white people, who doesn't agree with their theology. Listen, I come from that background. I used to be just like them. I was foolish and silly just like them. Uncle Toms are considered people who speak proper English, who are very educated, who doesn't see the world through a black and white lens, who is not radical, who is educated. You know, like Neil deGrasse Tyson is considered an Uncle Tom. Larry Elder is considered an Uncle Tom. Thomas Sowell is considered an Uncle Tom. Walter Williams. These are very educated men. Yada yada. The dudes who are rappers, or not just rappers, but dudes who keep it real, wear their pants sagging, tote guns, shoot other black people in the community. Those are considered keeping it real. We real. You know what I mean? That's how messed up the culture is over here in America. I know because I used to be like that. I'm telling you, I know. I used to be just like that. So don't worry about them. You know, Anthony Joshua is black, but they don't like Anthony Joshua. So we're not worried about that. That that's crazy. You pro-black, but you don't like some blacks, but other blacks you like because of, I guess, they fit your narrative. Or yeah, it's crazy. I'm confused just trying to talk about this shit. But anyway, let's stick to the point. 14th fight, he fought a guy named Danny Sheehan. Never heard of him. 15th fight, DeAndre Arbron, Reggie Pena, Damon Reed, Dominique Alexander, Daniel Cota, David Long, Marlon Hayes, Jesse Ottomans, Owen Beck, Kurtzon Mansell, Damon McCray, Kelvin Price. Now, we are 26 fights deep into Wilder's resume. And he has fought 26 bums. Never heard of any of these guys. I think I've heard of Kelvin Price. 26 fights deep. Shelton Moore, what do you say? What do you say, brother? You say who has a better resume, Vladimir, and Wilder? Who, coach? What you say, Shelton Moore? You say, coach, who besides Vladimir and Wilder has Fury fought? I'll wait. You're gonna keep on waiting too. Hey, Mr. Shelton Moore, we're gonna get to that in a minute. We're looking at Deontay Wilder's resume right now because Deontay Wilder said Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. Tyson Fury said that Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. The Alphabet Boy said that Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. And fans of Wilder and Tyson Fury say Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. So we're going to see, right? We're going to see. Okay, cool. We're going to see if they have a point. That's all I'm saying. We're going to see if they have a point. 26 fights deep. This man has fought 26 bombs who he didn't even hear of. Lisa Bells, Carlos Serene. Hey, let's hit the Ali. Let's hit the Ali Bell for Karma. Let's hit that. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's do this, guys. You will see my channel. What up, bro? What's up, fam? What's up with you, baby boy? Karma Serene in the building. Let's go ahead and give our sister. Do I have my applause? Where my applause at? Hey guys, y'all gotta bear with me for a minute. Let's give them a round of applause for Karma Serene. A round of applause for Mr. Shelton Moore, JD, No, Sam Greer, Halim, Bob Zulan, Wole, what's going on, baby boy? Ivan, what's going on? Mr. Shelton Moore again. Red, white, and do. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, Topin Time, what's up, fam? What's going on with them? I'm giving everybody a salute. Now, let's go ahead and look at this. 26 fights deep. Do you know any of these fighters who Deontay Wilder's fought? Zero. Crickets. Okay, now. And this is not the bang on Wilder. This is when you say that you have a better resume than another heavyweight fighter. Let's look at your resume. Right. 26 fights deep, bums. Okay, cool. So you say, okay, he had 40-something fights. So we surely in the second half of his fight career, he's fought better opposition. Let's look and see. The 27th fight, he fought a guy named Matthew Greer. After that, he fought Audley Harrison. He fought another guy named Siharhe Lokovic. Can't even pronounce the guy's name. I'm butchering it. Nikolai Furtha. Never heard of him. Malik Scott. I think maybe I have a friend named Malik. That's about the only reason I may have heard of this guy. Never heard of the guy. Jason Gavern. Never heard of the guy. Now, this is 32 fights deep. All bombs. This man has 32 bombs thus far on his resume. 32 bombs so far under his resume that I never heard of. Now let's go. Let's go to the 33rd fight. The 33rd fight, this is Deontay Wilder's first championship fight. He fought Bermain Stavern, and he won in a 12-round unanimous decision. January 17, 2015. That's my birthday, January 17th. So he won, beat Bermain Stavern. That was his first title. That was the first time he went in the belt. Who else he fought after that? Eric Molina. Eric Molina has 6 losses right now, but he fought Eric Molina. So he fought Bermain Stavern. So we'll say that's a name if you wanna, for argument's sake. I gotta give Wilder fans a lifeline. So he fought Bermain Stavern. So he fought Bermain Stavern. Okay. Okay, but let's go. It gets a little better though. He fought Eric Molina. Okay, people have heard of Eric Molina. Okay. He fought a dude named Johan Duhapis. Never heard of the guy. His 35th fight. So he had Bermain Stavern as his 33rd fight. That was his first, I guess, name win. He fought Eric Molina, his 34th fight. I guess that was a name win as well. Let's see. He fought Johan Duhapis. Never heard of him. That's another bum. He fought Arthur Spilka. Another bum. He fought Chris Areola. Chris Areola, I guess Chris Areola is so-so. I'll give him credit for that. He fought Gerald Washington. Okay, he fought Gerald Washington. He fought Bermain Stavern again, right? He fought Luis Ortiz, okay, twice. He fought Tyson Fury twice. One, a draw the first time, lost the second one, and he fought Dominique Brazil. Okay, now he fought Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Dominique Brazil, Bermane Stiverne, Gerald Washington, Chris Arreola, bum, Arthur Spilker, bum, Johan Duhaupas, bum, Eric Molina, all right, we'll just say 6. Jason Gavin, bum, Malik Scott, bum, Nicholas Bertha, bum, 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 and bums. So we have bums on top of bums on top of bums. So out of the 44 fights he's had, Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Dominique Brazil, Bermane Stiverne, Gerald Washington, that's 5. Do you want to count Chris Arreola, guys? Do you want to count Chris Arreola? Do you want to count Chris Arreola? So out of 44 fights, 39 of them, out of 44 fights, 38 of them was bums. Literally. And I'm not roasting Wilder. This is not a joke. I'm not joking. I'm not roasting Wilder at all. But do you guys count Chris Arreola as a top named guy, Gerald Washington as a top named guy, Bermane Stiverne? Well, you got to count Bermane Stiverne because he did have the WBC belt. Luis Ortiz, Dominique Brazil. So Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Dominique Brazil, Bermane Stiverne, Gerald Washington, and Chris Arreola. Those are 6 guys, right? A couple of these guys he fought twice. He fought Fury twice, Ortiz twice, and Bermane Stiverne twice. So let's see. Let's see. Is this out of 44 fights? For argument's sake, for argument's sake, we're gonna give him Fury. We're gonna give him Ortiz. We're gonna give him Brazil. We're gonna give him Bermane Stiverne. We're gonna give him Gerald Washington. What else? Who else you got? Is that a good resume? I mean, I'm just saying, is that a good resume to you guys? That's 39 out of 44 fights. We're gonna say 5 guys. And the other 38 fights were bums. And Bermane Stiverne, to be honest with you, he was a bum when Wilder fought him because he won this belt. The belt was vacant. The belt was vacant. He won the vacant WBC belt. And he fought another, and Bermane Stiverne fought another bum to get that belt. That's how he became champion. To be honest with you. But do you want to give him credit for Arreola? I mean, what do you guys want? Oh, King Midas. Oh, King Midas. That's what you said. You said Stiverne won a vacant WBC title against another nobody. Oh. Hey, man. Hey, King Midas. Hey, King Midas. Hey, ring the Ali bell for King Midas, man. Okay, now, that's Wilder's resume. Now, what we going to do next, guys? We're going to Tyson Fury's resume. Listen, I'm just saying, these are the same guys who are saying that Anthony Joshua has fought nobody his whole career. This is what Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, the Alphabet Boys, fans of Tyson Fury, fans of Wilder, and people who just genuinely hate AJ's guts, this is what they're saying. He didn't fight anybody. Okay, cool. Let's go. Now, hold on. I can't leave Wilder yet. Out of all of these guys he's fought, and I can pull their resumes up too. We got time today. I can pull their resumes up today too. Listen. Out of all the guys he's fought, what do you say? Out of all the guys he's fought, Dominique Brazil was a top 10 guy. Tyson Fury was a top 10 heavyweight. Luis Ortiz was a top 10 heavyweight. And at the time, Bermane Stiverne, he was the champion. At the time, I guess so. You would say he was the top 10 heavyweight. And Gerald Washington, I don't know if Gerald Washington was the top 10 heavyweight. I got to research that, guys, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Right? Okay, cool. So, this man has probably fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 10 heavyweights out of 44 fights. Okay. Out of 44 fights, he fought 5 top 10 heavyweights. Now, let's go to the Gypsy King. For all you Tyson Fury fans, I got a question. Who has a better resume, Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury? Because we fixing to look at them right now. Let's see how many top 10 heavyweights Tyson Fury has fought. Tyson Fury has fought some guy named Bella, can't even pronounce his last name. His second fight, he fought Marcel Zeller. I'm not going to hold the first 10 fights against these guys, but we got to call it like it is. Daniel Peritellato, bum. Lee Swaby, bum. And this is how you know these fighters are bums. You don't hear nothing about them anymore. You don't hear them doing anything right now. They're not making any noise at all. Tomato cans. Scott Belshaw, never heard of him. Alexander Selezins, never heard of him. John McDermott, Tyson Fury won on points. Now, we heard a lot of people say John McDermott beat Tyson Fury and that Tyson Fury got robbed. I mean, that John McDermott got robbed. You see what I'm saying? What do you say? What do you say, Smith & West? What's out from a big brother, Smith & West in the building? Smith & West in the building. Let's hit the Ali Bell for Smith & West. I honestly don't understand how Ortiz is the top 10. What the hell for who is he fought? Listen. Oh, yeah, we can look at that. Ortiz ain't fought nobody. Listen, King Kong Ortiz hasn't fought anybody, Smith & West. You're right. So let's look. Let's look at this. Tyson Fury, he fought John McDermott in his 8th fight. He fought a dude named Thomas Marzek. He fought another guy named Hans Joe Blasco. Bum. He fought John McDermott again. So he fought John McDermott twice. He fought John McDermott twice, right? He fought him on his 8th fight and his 11th fight. He fought a dude named Rich Power. He fought Zach Page. He fought Marcelo Luis. He fought Derek Chisora, which is a good fight. So that's one. Tyson Fury fought one guy so far. So far he has 14 bums he's fought. Out of 30-something fights, he's fought 14 bums. The one name so far is Derek Chisora. He fought Nikolai Furta. Deontay Wilder fought him too. Bum. He fought a dude named Nevin Paget. Bum. Mark Rogan. Bum. Vinny Madelon. Bum. Kevin Johnson. Bum. Steve Cunningham. I guess he was somebody at one point in time, but he's a bum too. He fought Joey Abel. Bum. He fought Derek Chisora again, right? So that still counts as one fighter. He fought Kristen Hammer. Never heard of this guy. Bum. He fought Vladimir Klitschko. That's 2 he fought. Vladimir Klitschko. That's a name guy. He never rematched Vladimir Klitschko if he tucked his tail and ran, backed out on the press conference. Tyson Fury, I think he's the only fighter that I know that he probably backed out of more fights than anyone in the history of boxing. Then he fought Sefer Seferi. Bum. No, super bum. He fought Francesco Pineta. Bum on top of bum. He fought Deontay Wilder. That's the name. He fought Tom Schwartz. Bum. He fought Odo Wallin. Odo Wallin is a good fighter, but he's still a bum too. But he's a good fighter. I'm not going to bag on Odo Wallin. Then he fought Deontay Wilder again. So now, Tyson Fury has 31 fights. He's fought Deontay Wilder twice. He's fought Vladimir Klitschko. And he's fought Derek Chisora. Out of 31 fights. He fought 28 bums versus 3 named fighters. But this is the same guy that says Anthony Joshua has fought nobody. And guess what, guys? Out of all of the fighters he's fought, out of the 31 fights he's fought, 4 of them were top 10 fighters. Odo Wallin, Odo Wallin was not a top 10 fighter. I take that back. I was wrong. 3 of them were top 10 fighters. Deontay Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko, we know he was the number 1 guy, and Derek Chisora. Everybody else was hobos, bums, Uber drivers, McDonald. No, I ain't gonna talk about McDonald. McDonald workers. This is facts. So now, Wilder has fought. I got a whole resume full of bums. He's fought 38 bums. Tyson Fury has fought 28 bums. Right? So that's 66 bums that these guys have fought between the two. 66 bums. So I got a GED, guys. My GED education tells me Wilder fought 44 fighters. We're talking about out of 75 fighters between Tyson Fury and Wilder. Wilder and Tyson Fury has fought 75 fighters, had 75 fights in their career. Out of the 75, 66 of them was bums. They was bums. Hobos. Literally. Now, let's go to Anthony Joshua. Let's go to Anthony Joshua. Okay. Oh yeah, no, as a matter of fact, let me go back. Tyson Fury won. He won his first title. He won his first title in his 25th fight. He won the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO, and the IBO, and the Ring Magazine heavyweight titles. He won that on his 25th fight. That was the first time he became a champion. I'm not talking about the European champions and stuff. That was the first time he became a champion on his 25th fight, right? So he had 25 fights. He fought Vladimir Klitschko. Before Vladimir Klitschko, the only named guy he fought was Derek Chisora. Everybody else was bums. So he's fought Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko, and Derek Chisora. Everybody else was bums. 28 bums. So I want you Tyson Fury guys to defend this. Please, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, well, he went to a champion's backyard. He went to two people's backyard. Stop making it seem like he don't fought 15, 20 champions in this way. He went to two people's backyards, and he won the fights. He beat Vladimir Klitschko in a unanimous decision. Now let's look at Anthony Joshua. Okay, Anthony Joshua. First fight, he fought a guy named Emmanuel Leo. Boom. Paul Boutin. I can't even pronounce his other guy's name. Horvier. Bum. He fought Dorian. He fought a guy named Hector Avila. He fought Matt Legg, Matt Skelton. Again, I'm not gonna hold the 10 fights against any of those guys, but I gotta call it like it is. They bums, I gotta call it like it is. I'm gonna keep that same energy with AJ. Dennis such and such, bum. Michael Sprott, bum. Jason Gavin, bum. Rafael Zubano, bum. Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson was something that let's see. He was a number one. He was a top 10 guy because he fought Vitaly Klitschko in 2009. So he was a top 10 guy when Anthony Joshua fought him. He fought Vitaly Klitschko in 2009. He was a top 10 guy at the time. But he's a bum now, but he did fight. He was a top 10 guy. So that's the first top 10 guy AJ has fought. That was on his 13th fight. He fought a guy named Gary Cornish, bum. Now, after 14 fights, this is where it gets interesting. Because he fought Kevin Johnson, who did fight for the heavyweight championship of the world, the WBC title. He did do that. Facts. Now, his 15th fight, he fought Dillian White. Dillian White was a top 10 guy. He knocked him out in the 7th round. Then he fought Charles Martin. He fought Charles Martin, and he beat Charles Martin, and that's how he became the IBF heavyweight champion of the world. So in Anthony Joshua's 16th professional fight, he became a champion. Tyson Fury, his 25th fight, he became a champion. Deontay Wilder, his 26th fight, he became a champion. So Fury had 25 fights and became a champion. Wilder had 26 fights before he became a champion. And he fought a bum. At least Fury did fight somebody. He fought Vladimir Klitschko. So 25 for Wilder, 25 for Fury, 26 for Wilder. They had 25, 26 fights before they became a champion. Anthony Joshua, on his 16th fight, he beat Charles Martin, which was the top 10 guy. Matter of fact, Charles Martin was the champion. IBF. He became a champion. Then he fought Dominique Brazil, top 10 guy. Then he fought Eric Molina. Eric Molina was a top 10 guy. He did challenge for the heavyweight championship belt. And Deontay Wilder, to be fair to him, he did fight Eric Molina as well, right? I think he fought Eric Molina. Let's see. Yeah, he fought Eric Molina as well. So I gotta give Wilder credit on that as well, right? So top 10 guy, Dillian White, Charles Martin, he became a champion. So Anthony Joshua's 16th fight, he became a champion. Dominique Brazil was a top 10 guy. He knocked him out in the 7th round. Eric Molina was a top 10 guy. He challenged for the heavyweight championship twice. So you know he was the top 10 guy. Joshua knocked him out in the 3rd round. He fought Vladimir Klitschko. His 19th fight, he fought Vladimir Klitschko. Put him to sleep in the 11th round. Stopped him. He fought Carlos Takam. Carlos Takam was the unified super IBF and IBO heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? He challenged for it. He wasn't the champion. Sorry about that. He did challenge for it. But he was a top 10 guy. Joseph Parker was the WBO champion. Anthony Joshua fought him and beat him. Went 12 rounds with him. Alexander Povetkin, gold medalist. And I think he was a champion as well. He held the WBA regular heavyweight titles from 2011 to 2013, and he was the WBC interim champion. He beat him, knocked him out. Andrew Ruiz. Now, Andrew Ruiz, before he fought Anthony Joshua, he did fight Joseph Parker, and he lost in a split decision. He lost. Andrew Ruiz was a top 10 guy. And then, as you know, he beat Anthony Joshua, right? And then he fought Kubrat. Now, Kubrat only had one loss prior to fighting Anthony Joshua. Kubrat fought Vladimir Klitschko. That's who he lost to. Top 10 guy, number 1 contender. So, let's see. You have one number 1 contender. You have one top 10 guy, 2 top 10 guys, 3 top 10 guys, former gold medalists, 4 top 10 guys, former champion, 5 top 10 guys, Carlos Takam, former champion, Vladimir Klitschko, top 10 guy, Eric Molina, top 10 guy, Dominic Brazil, top 10 guy, Charles Martin, top 10 guy, but not only that, he was a former champion. So, and Dillian White was a top 10 guy. And Kevin Johnson was a top 10 guy, right? Kevin Johnson was a top 10 guy. So that's 1 top 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Anthony Joshua has only had 25 fights. He's had 25 fights. He's fought 11 top 10 guys and 3 former world champions and 1 gold medalist. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. And on top of that, if I remember correctly, Alexander Povetkin did fight Vladimir Klitschko for the title. So this man has less fights than Tyson Fury, has less fights than Deontay Wilder. He's fought 11 top 10 guys, 3 of them, let's see. He became a heavyweight champion by beating Charles Martin on his 16th fight. His 16th fight. That's 10 fights less than Deontay Wilder before he became a champion. And that's 9 fights less than Tyson Fury before he became a champion. And then he defended the titles. So let's see how many times he defended the titles. Anthony Joshua defended his... Now, Wilder defended his titles 10 times. So you got to give him credit for that. Wilder defended his titles 10 times. Anthony Joshua defended his titles. Let's see, he won it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He lost right there. Got it back from Andrew Ruiz. 7, 8. He defended his titles 8 times. 8 times. 26 fights. He defended the titles 8 times. Fought a former gold medalist. And he's fought 11 top 10 guys in 25 fights. Somebody explain to me how Anthony Joshua has fought nobody, but Tyson Fury has fought a whole bunch of people. Like, somebody make that make sense to me. Please. Charles Martin, you can say you can give him a Halim. And I can make an argument for that too. Charles Martin, people can say he's nobody, right? And I can understand that. I can't understand that. But the fact of the matter is this here, and that's why I can't take it away from Wilder. Wilder fought Bermane Stiverne, but Bermane Stiverne was a champion. He was a champion, even though he's not a strong champion, but he was a champion. So I got to give Wilder credit for that. Anthony Joshua fought Charles Martin. Charles Martin, in my opinion, he ain't really all that, but he only had what? Charles Martin had what? 2 losses? How many losses does Charles Martin have? Let's see. Charles Martin has, that's Tyson Fury's resume. Charles Martin has, let's open the link over here, guys. I'm finna tell you right now. And then we're going to go to the chats. So we got to do this. What's Charles Martin's record? Charles Martin only have 2 losses. So he's 31 fights, 28 and 25. 28, 25 KOs. Right? You know, I mean, I'm just saying, calling like it is. You know, calling like it is. So now, anybody who represents Wilder ducked Charles Martin. Yeah, Charles Martin did offer the fight Deontay Wilder. Wilder said he wanted $10 million. So my point is this here. So we're looking at the resumes. We're looking at the resumes. If Anthony Joshua has fought nobody by fighting 11 top 10 fighters in his career thus far to this point, on his way to fight 12, because he's going to fight Tyson Fury, he's fought 11 top 10 fighters out of his whole career. His 16th professional fight, he became the IBF heavyweight world champion, right? Let's go. Hold on. His 16th heavyweight fight, he became the IBF world champion. Let's go. His 19th fight, he became the unified champion. He won the WBA Super, that was a vacant title. He won the WBA Super Heavyweight Championship of the world. The IBO belt, I don't even count that. I don't count the IBO. You know what I mean? But he defended his IBF belt 2 times before he fought Vladimir Klitschko, and then he won the vacant WBA Super belt because Tyson Fury had got stripped or the titles. Remember that? So it was vacant. So now he retained, and then his 21st fight, he gained a 3rd belt. So from his 16th fight professional career to his 21st fight, he gained 3 belts, became unified champion. So he was a champion at 21 fights before Deontay Wilder became a champion at 26 fights. He was a champion faster than Deontay Wilder and faster than Tyson Fury. But he fought nobody. So my question is this, Anthony Joshua haters. What time for my main man, D-Town Blast for the Super Chat?
Super Chat.
Oh, you got a crush on Carmen Serene? All right, okay, cool. So now, so bad shit. So what champion did Stavern beat? That's a good question. Stavern didn't beat no champions. Stavern won, the belt was vacant. The belt was vacant. He didn't fight no champions. He won, he fought another bum, and they fought for the vacant WBC title, batshit crazy, and that's how he became the heavyweight champion. That's it. He didn't fight nobody. What time for my main man, D-Town Blaster Man for the Super Chat, though? What time? So let's go. The heavyweight division is weak. Wilder, AJ, and Fury don't bring up the slowest puncher, FA. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. So my point is this here. Let's see. What you say? How was Charles Martin and cherry picking Martin and Heyman called AJ out? Yeah, I'm not saying Charles Martin was a cherry picker. I'm not saying that at all. That's not me. Al Heyman wanted Martin to fight AJ to protect Bomb Squad. I'm not saying that at all. JD, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying Charles Martin was a cherry pick. I'm not saying that at all. Charles Martin has a absolutely. Oh, Carmen Serene. Hey, Carmen Serene, you got some fans. Hey, what time? Hold on. What time? Let me see. What we got? Matter of fact, let me go here. My sound effects. We're gonna send a shout out, man. Shout out to Carmen Serene. You know what I mean? You got some fans, Carmen Serene. They love you.
I love you.
Hey, Karma. Okay, now let's get back to it. Not you in the comment section. Bro. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, JD. Sorry about that. All right, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Listen. This is what I'm saying. So we looked at the resumes. So Deontay Wilder had 44 fights. Out of 44 fights, we're gonna give him credit. 5 of them were top 10 fighters he fought. 5 were top 10 fighters he fought. Right? He fought Ortiz twice. I don't know how Ortiz got in the top 10. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but he was in the top 10. He fought Ortiz twice. He fought Bermain Stavern, who won a vacant WBC championship title, so we're going to give him that. He fought Tyson Fury twice. That's 3 fighters. He fought Dominique Brazil. That's 4. And who else he fought? That's 4. And who else he fought, brother? Let's see. He fought Eric Molina. Got to give him credit for that. And I'm gonna give him Gerald Washington. I'm gonna give him Gerald Washington. So Ortiz, Fury, Brazil, Stavern, Gerald Washington, and damn, I think that's it. Hold on. Do you guys want to give him Gerald Washington or Chris Arreola? You want to give them both? Oh, Antonio Giles. Oh, look at my main man Antonio Giles. Super chat. Shout out to my main man Antonio Giles for the super chat. Let's see. What you say? Let's be real. Tyson vacated the titles. So Joshua got gifted the belt. But let's be honest. AJ won the easiest title out of the 3 champions. Antonio Giles. Fury was supposed to defend those titles. He vacated the titles because, remember, he ducked Vladimir Klitschko for the second fight, right? He ducked Vladimir Klitschko for the second fight. So you said that Joshua was gifted the belts because Fury vacated the titles. That's not Anthony Joshua's fault. Why Fury didn't defend those belts? He started snorting cocaine, gained weight, and said he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So that's not Wilder. I mean, that's not Joshua's fault. But let me address this other question. You said AJ won the easiest titles out of the 3 champions. Okay, let's see. Wilder fought Bermain Stavern. Was that not easier than the AJ titles? Surely you're not saying that Bermain Stavern was a tougher fight than in any of the fighters that Anthony Joshua fought. I hope that's not what you're saying. Because we can pull up Bermain Stavern right now. Let's pull him up. Since you said that Joshua fought the easiest, he took the easiest route to win his titles. If Tyson Fury got stripped of his belts, that's Tyson Fury's fault. Tyson Fury got stripped of his belts because he wanted to snort cocaine. He didn't want to honor his rematch clause that he had with Vladimir Klitschko. Remember, Vladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury was on a press conference promoting the second fight, and Tyson Fury pulled out of the fight. This is how he lost his belts. He didn't lose his belts. He didn't get stripped. He refused to fight after signing the contract. He refused to defend his titles. He went to drinking alcohol, and he got on coke. That's what happened. And he started getting, and then he got popped dirty. Right? This is what happened. So let's be real on that as well, Antonio. Let's be real on that. The only reason why, and if Tyson Fury would have held on to those belts and fought like he was supposed to, then Anthony Joshua would have had an opportunity to fight Tyson Fury for those belts. But Tyson Fury wanted to get on cocaine, and he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he wanted to drink, and he gained 700 pounds. That's Tyson Fury's fault. That's not Anthony Joshua's fault. That's just like, I can't blame Deontay Wilder for winning the title against Bermain Stavern, for winning the belt for Bermain Stavern. I can't fault Deontay Wilder for that, because Deontay Wilder could have fought Vladimir Klitschko. He could have fought Vitaly Klitschko. He didn't want to fight neither one of those guys. Wilder could have been fought for a title, but he refused to fight those. You want to know why? Shelly Finkel was Vladimir Klitschko's manager, and Shelly Finkel is Deontay Wilder's manager. His manager said he wanted to keep Wilder far away from Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko used to spar Wilder and used to beat his behind in sparring. So they knew he couldn't beat Vladimir Klitschko. So right when Vladimir Klitschko retired, that's when Wilder went ahead later on and ended up fighting Bermain Stavern, who won the WBC championship belt. So really, he had the easiest route to get the heavyweight title, and he won that in 26 fights. Joshua became a champion in his 16th professional fight. To be honest, and I got the resumes right here. So, but one time for my main man, Antonio Giles, brother. One time for you, fam. One time for you for the super chat. One time for the super chat. Yes, sir. One time for the super chat, fam. Let's see. Coach, he started boxing at 19. Give Wilder some credit. I am giving him some credit. Listen, Juleson, I am giving Wilder some credit. Anthony Joshua started boxing late as well. Anthony Joshua started boxing late when he was a teenager as well, right? He turned pro, 2013? And he became a champion in 3 years after turning pro. You got to give him credit too. My thing is this here. If you want me to give Wilder credit, you're not going to tell me to give Wilder credit and take credit away from Anthony Joshua. That's my whole point. The man won. The man became a world champion in his 3rd year. Let's see. Let's look at it. Anthony Joshua. Fixing to tell you right now. Let's look at his resume. Oh, and we're not even going to look at these are his pay-per-view numbers right here. We don't even want to talk about the pay-per-view numbers. The pay-per-view numbers is crazy. The pay-per-view numbers is crazy. But let me stick on topic. Let's stick on topic. Anthony Joshua, you want me to give Wilder credit? Okay, Juicing, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna give Wilder credit. He started boxing at 19. But let's put some respect on Anthony Joshua's name. Anthony Joshua turned pro when? He started boxing, looked like in 2000, 2008, something like that. He turned pro. No, it looked like 2010 up in here. He turned pro. He went to the Olympics 2012. He turned pro in 2013. Anthony Joshua turned pro in 2013. By 2016, he was a heavyweight world champion. He turned pro and he was a champion in 3 years. Can we give him some credit? Can we give him some credit? That's all I'm saying. Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder turned pro. Let's look at when Deontay Wilder turned pro. Because you want me to give Deontay Wilder credit. But y'all don't want to give Anthony Joshua credit. Deontay Wilder turned pro in 2008. Deontay Wilder turned pro in 2008. He turned pro 5 years before Anthony Joshua turned pro. Let's look at, I'm so glad you brought that up. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Juicing. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Wilder turned pro in 2008. Joshua wasn't even a pro yet. Joshua turned pro in 2013. So when did he become a champion? So 2000, let's look at his record. 2008, Wilder started boxing. So right here, 26 fights later, that's when he became, let's see. No, he won the WBC title. 33 fights. He won the WBC title, 33 fights. So he started boxing. He became a pro in 2008. It took him 7 years on my birthday, January 17th. He took him 7 years to become a champion. He had 33 fights. Prior to that, he had 32 fights, 33 fights in 7 years. That's when he became a champion. Joshua became a champion in his 16th fight. His 3rd year being a pro, he became a champion. Wilder's 7th year being a pro, he became a champion. It took Joshua 3 years to become a champ. And then he became a unified champion. He became a unified champion. Let's go. He became a unified. Once he won the championship after his 16th pro fight, in his 19th pro fight, he was a unified champion. So you want me to give Wilder credit? Cool. But we're going to put some respect on AJ's name. AJ started boxing when he was a teenager as well as Wilder. Started boxing as a teenager as Wilder. So I'm going to give him credit, but we're looking at the resumes. We're looking at the resumes right now. So anyway, we got some more super chats in the building. We got some more super chats. Let's go ahead, man. Where you at? Antonio Giles. One time for my main man Antonio Giles for the super chat. Chris Ariola is light years better than anybody Charles Martin has fought. Okay. Probably have. I think Chris Ariola has Antonio. I think Chris Ariola has like six losses. 6 losses. So yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking on Chris Ariola at all. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking him. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking him at all. But I'm just saying, we're looking at resumes. If Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder and all of the Deontay Wilder fans and Tyson Fury fans and all the people who hate AJ in the Alphabet Boy community say Anthony Joshua has fought nobody, how can you look at Deontay Wilder's resume, Tyson Fury's resume, and Anthony Joshua's resume and say that they have a better resume than Anthony Joshua? And explain that to me. One guy has fought 11 top 10 fighters, gold medalists, former gold medalists. One guy has become a champion at in his 16th professional fight. He became a unified champion on his 19th professional fight. Okay? And he's fought 10, and he's fought former champions. He's fought more former champions than Wilder and Fury combined. But Joshua hasn't fought anybody? You got to be kidding me. Like, make that make sense to me. Maybe I'm slow. AJ started boxing when he was probably what? I think he started boxing when he was 18. Wilder started boxing when he was 19. So AJ and Wilder started boxing around the same age. The only difference is AJ became a champion faster than Deontay Wilder. Wilder had 33 fights before he became a champion. AJ had 16 fights before he became a champion. And then he became a unified champion by the time he had his third fight. By the time he had his 19th fight. So 3 fights after becoming a champion, he became a unified champion 3 fights after that. And he defended his title 9 times. Because we know he lost to Andy Ruiz, and then he came back and he won it back. And then he fought Pulev. Listen, this is not me capping for Joshua. This is not me being a fanboy for Joshua. I'm simply looking on Wikipedia, as you guys can see. Wikipedia, listen, if I'm capping for Joshua and riding on Joshua, then Wikipedia is too. These are facts. You must be mad at Wikipedia then. I'm not saying you, Antonio. I'm not saying you, brother. I'm not saying you. But I'm just saying, for the Tyson Fury haters, Klitschko ducked Wilder, only wanted to fight Severn. When Wilder won, he didn't want that belt. Get your facts right. No, my facts are right. Klitschko ain't never ducked no Wilder. Klitschko used to spar with Wilder. Wilder, no, you get your facts right. You don't know what you're talking about. Wilder could have fought Klitschko. He didn't want to fight him. Klitschko had the belt for 10 years. For 10 years. Wilder could have been fought Klitschko. He became pro 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. He had from 2008, which I'm not going to say in the beginning of his career. You know what I mean? We're not going to count that. But he had 7 years, he could have fought Vladimir Klitschko. He wouldn't fight him. Shelly Finkel was the manager of Vladimir Klitschko. He said he didn't want that fight because Wilder wasn't ready for Vladimir Klitschko. You need to get your facts right. Let's go. Now, what you say, Klitschko ducked Wilder, only wanted to fight Severn. No, that's not true. You need to get your facts right. He never ducked him. Never. Anyways, we talking about the resumes though. Let's talk about the resumes. Who ducked, who, whatever. Let's talk about the resumes. Jay, everything. Since you got so much to say. Does Wilder have a better resume from what Wikipedia is showing? Does Wilder have a better resume than Anthony Joshua? Answer me. Matter of fact, I'd love to have you jump in here. I'd love to have you jump in here. You're a Wilder fan. So I want a Wilder fan so bad. Love you, Wilder fans. Love you guys. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna bring this back up. Any Wilder fans want to come in here? Any Wilder or Anthony Joshua fans want to come in here and tell me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about and Wikipedia is lying on Wilder? Let me know. Let me know. Resume speak for itself. As Anthony, who has a better resume? Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Wilder. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. I want the smoke today. Today, I want the smoke. Any Wilder fans or Fury fans want to come here and debate me right now about who has fought the better competition. Let's go. Because Wilder fans say Anthony Joshua ain't fought nobody. Fury fans say Anthony Joshua ain't fought nobody. Alphabet boys say Anthony Joshua ain't fought nobody. Right? So, Wikipedia, you lying, Wikipedia. The record speaks for itself. It's in black and white. Let's go. Let's get it. Sly Tendencies, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, player? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, man, yeah. Stand my window now, so I'm driving, but I can talk. There was just a couple of things. It was about Tyson Fury. When you was talking about, hold on a second. Let me turn this thing down so you can hear me, because it's feedback. It's giving it feedback. I don't want to do that to you.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. So turn that on. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it sounds good. It sounds good.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so when you was reading off Fury's record, there was a few things that, and you was right. You got everything right, but there's a couple of things. So when you said Joshua beat Dillian White, that was for the European title, which is what anybody who wins the European title is considered in the top of, obviously, the best person in Europe. So when he beat him, he already beat him in the amateurs too. So it wasn't like, he beat a top 10 opponent at the time, because Dillian White wasn't top 10 at that time. That was the first thing. The second thing is that Tyson Fury, he beat John McDermott for the same title that Joshua got when he beat Dillian White.
Oh, you mean the English heavyweight title?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so, yeah. So I wanted to say that, and another thing I wanted to say is that Tyson Fury also was the first person to beat Derek Chisora. It wasn't a great fight. I'm not saying it was a great fight, but he was the first person to hand him his L, and then he beat him again in the second time they fought. So there was a little bit of context, and I'm not hating. Like I said, you know me, man. I like Fury, but I like Joshua too. But one of the guys that dropped the super chat made a good point. He said that the heavyweight division was really weak at that time. I'm not trying to make any excuses for Fury, but people that were in there saying stuff like John McDermott's trash and all that dude, like some of the dudes that Tyson beat, even though they think they're all bad, some of them were really tough dudes. Like John McDermott at the time was a guy that they were talking about putting in the top 10, and the fight was controversial, but Tyson came back in the second fight and knocked him out. So there's a few things, the Wilder stuff though was 100%. Like he's been knocking over cans his whole career. But yeah, the Fury stuff was a little. Plus, he was the first person to fight the other guy too. I was at work, man. I almost got in trouble. I was writing down all the names. Like, wait a minute, he missed this and that.
But what I was saying about I didn't count the English titles. I'm not discounting those. I was talking about like just the major belts that everybody around the world knows and recognizes. No, you're right about that. He did. Tyson Fury did won the English heavyweight title. Oh, yeah, you're right about that.
I hooked up.
You're right about that. Yeah, you paused, but yeah, he did. No, I'm not taking that from him. I'm just saying from
I pulled up the Whole Foods and it hooked me up to their Wi-Fi. I just shut it off. My bad.
Yeah, so I'm just saying like from the world title standpoint, right? And the fighters who were recognized. Now, you corrected me on, you say Dillian White wasn't top 10 at the time that Joshua fought him?
No.
Okay.
That was for the English Commonwealth, which is what they get. But they were pros. I'm not saying that he wasn't a pro, but he wasn't in the top 10 on any belt system. You have to win that belt to get into the top. At least back then, you had to win that belt to get into the top 10.
Now,
also, a couple other things you said. Christian Hammer. When Tyson Fury fought Christian Hammer, even though a lot of people don't know who Hammer was, Christian Hammer, when Tyson fought him, it was for the WBO. So at the time, Christian Hammer was ranked number 4.
What you mean WBO? What, the heavyweight title? WBO?
Yeah.
Let me see. Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure. Christian.
Oh no. That was the WBO International Heavyweight title. That's not.
My bad. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
But Hammer, I was counting.
No, I was counting like the major belts, like the IBF, WBO, the major titles.
Well, you're 100% right on that.
Yeah. Now listen, the European titles, Joshua won European titles. I think quite a few European fighters won those titles. Yeah, I'm not discrediting those. I'm saying like well, you know, here in the U.S., like we don't know nothing about these European titles. You know that, like, we know nothing about those, but we know about the IBFs and stuff like that. But
people don't understand that when you're the like intercontinental champion in most other countries, it's a really, really big deal. Like Monster in Japan, all those dudes that were big. But to America, we've dominated the heavyweight division for so long that it's not that big of a thing to us to be the American champ. It doesn't mean that much because we've always had a guy in the top 10. He's either been the champ or he's either been the runner. It's always been that way. So that's why we're kind of spoiled in that way. But listen, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Looking at Tyson Fury's resume, the man has a bunch of bombs on his resume, bro. He does. No, I admitted the last time I called. I told you last time I called. He's got a better resume.
So that's all I'm saying. My thing is, for Fury to say that Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody, it's comedy at best. Because it is. When you put your head on that, and this is not to say Tyson Fury is not a great fighter. Listen, guys, Tyson Fury fans. I am not saying Tyson Fury is not a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I can't take that from him. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Fury says that Anthony Joshua hasn't fought anybody. When you put your head on a chopping block like that, now let's see who you have fought. Anthony Joshua has fought more top 10 fighters than Fury and Wilder.
He has combined
top 10 fighters. He's became a champion faster than these guys.
Somebody said in the chat that Dillian White has fought more top 10 fighters.
You know what? I don't know about Dillian White, right? I'm not gonna lie. I got to do some research on him. I have to look and see.
Yeah. But, he has.
yeah. Oh, Dillian White has.
Yeah, he's been. Well, Dillian White. This is another thing people don't understand. I know you know this, but Dillian White has been the WBC number one mandatory for like the past 7 years.
Yeah, he has.
And Wilder, and this is what you LGBT guys need to understand too. Wilder is on tape messaging Dillian White saying that he's going to lock him out. He's not going to fight him.
He said that.
I mean, they keep trying to defend Wilder, and I'm not hating on Wilder, but you got to call it for what it is.
Yeah, he said that. They said that. So that all I'm saying is we just looking at the resumes. All I'm saying is if Wilder says Wilder says Joshua hasn't fought anybody, if Wilder say that, and Tyson Fury says Joshua hasn't fought anybody, I said okay, cool. Let's say I run with that. But let's look it up and just see. Does it pass the eye test? And for what I'm seeing, the guys who are saying Joshua hasn't fought anybody, they haven't fought anybody. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Karma's in here flaming me, man.
Hey, Karma. Hey, Karma. Hey, Karma.
She's in here. She's been coming at me, man. I gotta. So it's good to see y'all. I'm gonna be in the chat. I gotta go shopping though. All right.
All right, fam. Yeah, man. Wait, shout out, hey, man. We're gonna do a special shout out, man, to my main man, my brother, Sly Tennessees, man. I love that dude, man. Shout out to Sly Tennessees. Let's see. Why I can't? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get okay, Mr. Moore. Hold on. Unmute him. Unmute Mr. Moore. Okay, hold on. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, Mr. Moore. Sorry about that.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Round of applause for my main man, Sly Tennessees, man. That's my guy. I mess with him. I know he likes Tyson Fury, and I'm not banging on Tyson Fury, guys. Trust me, I'm not banging on him. But I gotta call a spade a spade. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. When you say that, and we're gonna ring the Ali bell. We're gonna ring the Ali bell also for Mr. Shelton Moore. Let's ring the Ali bell.
Yes, sir.
We're ring the Ali bell right now. So now, all I'm saying is when you say that a fighter hasn't fought anybody, and you're judging that based on his resume, because Fury is saying that based on Joshua's resume, he hasn't fought anybody. Alphabet Boys is saying the same thing. Wilder is saying the same thing. His fans saying the same thing. I said, okay, let me look and see for myself. When you say that, you have to compare the person's resume who said that the other fighter hasn't fought anybody. Now, when I look at your resume and I see you had 44 fights, and out of 44 fighters, 38 of them were bums. How you have no room to say that the guy who became a champion on his 16th professional fight became unified champion had his third belt on his 19th professional fight. You see what I'm saying? And as defending his title 8-9 times, you have no room to say that he hasn't fought anybody when you have fought more fights than he has, and hell, damn near most of your resume, 38 bombs you have fought. Like, come on.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Coach. First of all, it's a ridiculous argument. It's idiotic to even say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll leave that there. You know, that's just a dumb argument. It's just a misinformed argument, I should say. Secondly, this is just between me and you, Coach. I kind of don't like the word bum because any man that has the heart to get into the ring is not a bum. He should be respected.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
That's just me.
Listen, guys, hold on, Mr. On top of that. Mr. Moore is right. I shouldn't call, because I box myself, so he's right.
Yes.
I shouldn't call these guys bums. I do apologize for all of the fighters who fought Tyson Fury, fought Anthony Joshua, fought Deontay Wilder. I apologize for calling these guys bums. I do apologize. So I would, but that is the term that they're using, you know.
Yeah, that's the term they use. I box myself, so that's the term that they use.
But I would say this: less caliber fighters.
C or D level. I say C, D level. C, D level fighters.
Yeah,
that's what they call. That's what Fury's resume is built on. A lot of AJ's resume is built on that, but that's what prospects do when they come up.
Yeah.
But once they become,
I can't hold. Listen, your early fights. Listen, you're not gonna. I can't hold that against you. Your early fights, I can't hold that against you. I can't hold Tyson Fury's early fights, Wilder's early fights, Joshua's early fights against him. Because when you first started boxing, you're going basically in boxing. They say you're fighting tomato cans. You're gonna fight low level guys.
Just to get your experience up, your ring IQ,
right?
Your ring IQ, all that, this, that, and the other. But like you said, you're telling the truth though. You're telling the truth. Once you get to like 35, 40 fights, you should be fighting top competition now. You should be in the top 10 consistently if you're shooting for a title. Now, we know that only reason Stavern got the title is because Vitali retired and the title was vacant. And then they put 2 D-level guys in there, and they fought it out, and 1 D-level guy beat the other D-level guy. He got the belt. That's what happened.
Yeah, what happened.
Let's be honest.
And you know the crazy
That's
part
what
about
happened.
it? You know the crazy part about it? I watched that fight. I saw that fight.
I did too. Because I'm a Wilder fan. I love Wilder. I've been watching Wilder since Wilder was on Showbox The New Generation. I was watching Wilder.
Me too.
The whole time. But I always said, Coach, I like this dude. He got immense power. But if he ever gets in the ring with somebody who knows how to box, he's in trouble because he doesn't have no footwork. He doesn't use his hooks. He doesn't really use his jab. He's looking for one shot. Anybody, you box, I box, we know you're not always gonna find that shot.
Yeah. George Foreman was saying that for years. He said, and Andre Ward said it. What happened when you depended on that one punch and it doesn't come through for you?
Exactly. We got a recent example. Danny Garcia against Spence. You're sitting there waiting for that one shot. Shit never came. Never came.
Listen, Wole Fole said that there's mediocrity in boxing. There's levels to the game. Yeah, so you're right about that. And
that's facts.
Dan said, Coach, use the term fighter ranked in the 400s then instead of above.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. That'll work.
Yeah.
But Coach, I just want to tell you that I'm excited about the announcement of a venue.
Oh yeah, man.
And all these people that are hating and trying to say that they don't want to see this fight, that means you're a fan of a fighter and you're not a fan of boxing. Because if you're a boxing fan, you want to see the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Right. You don't care who's fighting for it. You don't care where they fight at. You just want to see it so we can have one champion.
Exactly.
We can know who's the best. That's all we want as boxing fans. Now, if you're a Wilder fan, then say that.
Yeah, if you're a Wilder fan,
and stop claiming to be a boxing fan.
Exactly. And Mr. Moore, you're right about that. Like you have to be a fan of the sport. To be a fan of the sport of boxing means you want to see the best fights. You just want to see the best fight the best. That's all I'm saying. You know, again, Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter right now. But
mine too.
I want to see him. I want to see him and Sean Porter fight bad.
Yes.
I went on the WBO site. Sean Porter is number 1. He's number 1 to fight for the title. Now, let me ask you a question. What's the difference between the number 1 and the mandatory? Is it once you become number 1, you become mandatory, right? You're the number
That's
one.
what I thought. That's what it's always been.
Right.
The number one guy is the next guy up.
It's the next guy up. So Sean Porter should, if I was him, I will activate my mandatory clause since he's number one.
If you want the fight.
Right.
If you want to fight. Let me ask you this question, Coach. Let me ask you this question. This might sum it up for you.
Okay.
You got all these people saying Bud is trash. Bud ain't fought nobody. Bud is scared. Bud is this and that, right?
Right.
Well, if Bud is so weak, in all these people's opinions,
right.
why ain't nobody running over there going to get that strap?
Right. Yeah.
If I thought he was weak, I'd be running over there trying to get that strap.
Right.
Because he weak. He can't fight.
Right.
They know something. And let me tell you this, Coach. Spence knows something.
Right.
That's why he ain't pushing for that fight. He is the unified 2-belt welterweight champion of the world.
Right.
He can make any fight that he wants to make.
He can.
He don't want to make that fight. He's using all these 60-40. I'm the A side. Dude, you sold 300 pay-per-view buys. You ain't done nothing. So come on, man. Stop it with all that cap.
Right.
It's something you want to see. It's something you see that you ain't trying to rush into that fight. That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion.
Okay, yeah. And listen. I'm a big fan of Errol Spence. The boy can fight. I like Errol Spence. You know, I'm gonna tell you another fighter. I love Jamel Charlo. I love Jamel. Listen, Jamel Charlo want all the smoke. This guy, he's angry all the time. He don't like nobody. He fight explosive. I love Jamel Charlo. He's one of my favorite fighters as well. But I want you to keep the same energy, like man down strap season. When you went to go press Kell Brook gave you a shot. You did that. You went to press Sean Porter. That worked out. Now you're going to fight Ugas. Keep that same energy with Terrence Crawford. like when it's Crawford, you didn't tell Kell Brook you on the other side of the street because he had a belt you wanted. You didn't tell Sean Porter you on the other side of the street. It's going to be 60-40. Matter of fact, him and Sean Porter was a 50-50 fight.
Exactly.
You gave Mikey.
And neither one of them made nothing. They both made $2 million. He made money on the pay-per-view.
On the pay-per-view.
They both made money on pay-per-view, but they both had a $2 million minimum. So that wasn't no big money. That's not no big money.
Mikey Garcia was a lightweight. He fought that lightweight and he fought that junior welterweight. So
Mikey Garcia started at 126, Coach. Mikey Garcia started at 126.
Yeah, he did. So now
he started at 126. So let's keep that real. We got this guy right here says fighting journeyman don't count. Well, let me ask you this, self-sufficient. Look at Errol Spence's stellar resume. Which one of those guys on Errol Spence's stellar resume you will put your money on to beat Crawford? I'll wait. That's a good one.
That's a good one. My favorite Errol Spence fight is the Sean Porter fight. And my favorite one is always going to be him and Kell Brook. That was a fight.
That was a good fight. Excellent
fight. Because it was going back and forth. It was going.
It's an excellent fight. And Kell Brook gets stopped then or now.
Yeah.
And if Bud fights Porter, he stops Porter inside of 9, and I got money on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why I think Bud stopped Porter. Porter is too reckless. He has excellent footwork. But I've been watching Sean Porter fight when he was a middleweight. A lot of people don't know Sean Porter was a middleweight.
Yes, facts.
I've been watching Sean Porter since then, and he came down in weight because he was too short to fight at middleweight. He was too short.
Facts.
So he came down to fight welterweight. And he's gotten better over the years, but now he has this, I call it choke and smother style. The way he just swarms you and he just throws a lot of punches and he tries to overwhelm you. The only problem with that is he leaves himself open to get hit a lot. And when you look at the Errol Spence fight, when Sean Porter got knocked down in the 11th round, he left himself wide open to throw this wide hook. And Errol Spence caught him with a short left hook, and he dropped him. He
timed him. He caught him right in between punches. Timed him.
If you watch the Keith Thurman fight, Keith Thurman was catching Sean Porter all night long. He was catching
in between punches
because he will run in, he'll try to rush you. You get the timing right, and if you know, Terrence Crawford is excellent with timing. People say, "Hey, he gets hit." I say, "Yeah, he'll get hit because if he decides to sit in the pocket and catch you in the exchange." Now, if he wants to fight you like he fought Jeff Horn or Victor Postal, he's not going to get hit. He has several different ways he's going to beat you. If he says, you know what, I see a lot of holes in this guy game, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna catch his timing, right? But if you look since he's been a welterweight, right? You say, well, he ain't fought nobody at welterweight. Okay, you say he ain't fought nobody at welterweight, but Terrence Crawford is a small guy. How was this small guy moving up to a bigger division and he's stopping these other welterweights? If he's stopping these guys, he shouldn't be able to do what he's doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's all I'm saying.
The difference is Bud is a finisher. See the way Errol caught Sean, Bud would have finished him. Yeah, Bud gonna get you out of there. Bud gonna get you out of there.
And
but that's great.
Mikey Garcia is not going 12 rounds with Terrence Crawford.
Never. He get hit too much.
Yeah.
He get hit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bud would have finished him. But Coach, I had to chime in because I was in the chat and it was just getting so ridiculous. I had to chime in. It was getting so ridiculous. I had to chime in because that, like I said in the beginning, Coach, that's a ridiculous argument. To keep it 100, to keep it a buck, Fury ain't fought nobody. AJ fought a little bit better competition. None of that matters because the last time I checked, a resume don't win no fight. Resumes don't win fights. Fighters win fights. So let them fight and we'll see who's the better man. Thanks a lot, Coach. I appreciate you, man. And hopefully you go live tomorrow for some of these fights. I don't know. You might be busy.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Tomorrow we're going live tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna leave a post out there, let you know when we gotta go live. We got too many good fights tomorrow.
Roger that, Coach. See you then.
All right, yes, sir. Round of applause for Mr. Shelton Moore. We're gonna do a round of applause for Mr. Shelton Moore in the building. Let's see. Yono, what do you say? Yono, you say Sean Porter give Keith and Ugas Spence a close fight. So I see Sean making Bud look bad in that fight too. But Keith looked better out of the three. And y'all know when Sean Porter fought Ugas, in my opinion, Sean Porter lost that fight. Remember the knockdown in the 10th round? It was a clean knockdown. He knocked him down, and no, it was no feet tangled. The feet did not get tangled up or anything, and they gave that fight to Sean Porter, in my opinion, because of politics. The crowd was booing and everything. You see what I'm saying? So Ugas beat Porter, in my opinion. He didn't fight Ugas. Sean Porter didn't fight Ugas the way he tried to fight Porter, where he tried to fight Spence. Now, Keith Thurman, that was a close fight. The Kell Brook fight, Kell Brook washed Sean Porter. Every time Sean Porter tried to come with the bull rush, like he normally fight, Kell Brook just grabbed him and tied him up, made the referee break it up, and he had to reset all over again. So that's another way you could beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter fights the same way. He fights the same way. Now, against Mikey Garcia, he didn't come with the bull rush. He boxed a little bit. He did box a little bit. And then when he fought Ugas, he boxed a little bit. He tried to box Ugas. But in my opinion, that's the only reason why that fight with him and Ugas was kind of close, because, you know, he decided to box. He didn't come in with that. Let's see. But I would love to see that Sean Porter fight. Guys, what do you think? I want to see Sean Porter fight him and Terrence Crawford fight. Sean Porter is the number one. He's number one to fight. He's number one. Let's look at Sean Porter right quick. We're gonna go to the WBO website. Damn, I just closed Anthony Joshua's resume. Wow, why did I do that? I can open it back up. Yeah, but Sean Porter is the number one contender, guys, to fight for the WBO strap. Why he won't activate the mandatory clause, I have no idea. But that's another topic for another day. Fight is confirmed. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, we know that. Saudi Arabia. Hey, man, one time for my man Diallo Huggy, man. Ring the Ali bell for Diallo Huggy. Yes, sir. You see what I'm saying? Confirmed for Saudi Arabia. Yes, we know that. Yeah, sick note, what do you say? Nah, Crawford, easy work, bro. Okay, this is my question. If he easy work, why no one is breaking their neck to go over there and fight him? If he's so easy, why won't nobody go over there and fight him? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And I'm not disagreeing with you. If you say he easy work and that's what you think, cool. The only way we're going to find out if somebody easy work, the person who you think that will make easy work of Crawford will have to go over there and fight him. Sean Porter is a PBC fighter. He's the number one. I'm finna show you something. Let's look up Sean Porter. I'm finna show you something. Sean Porter. There we go. Sick note. I'm fixing to show you something right now. I just want to show you something right quick. Let's see. No, as a matter of fact, no. Let's do this. Boxing. I'm fixing to show you something right now, Sick Note. Just in case you come with this argument. What do you say? Oh, you said no, no, boy, my man, chill. Hey, sorry about that, man. I thought you were saying that, boy, to be easy work, Sorry about that. Hey, listen, let me give my main man an apologize. Round of applause for Sick Note, man. Sick Note, I apologize to you, brother. Brother, I apologize. I get kind of, crunk sometimes, but no, I honestly, I misread what you were saying. I thought you were saying that Terrence Crawford would be easy work for one of those guys at the PBC. Sorry about that. I was wrong. So what you say, Charlo is mean. What you say, Charlo? It means Fury gets no credit for beating Wilder until he beats Luis Ortiz. How was that? Let's see. Let's see. Hey, yes, man. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. Hit the like button, man. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You see what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways. So let's see. So Crawford, Spence Jr. told him to get a belt. When Crawford did, he had the audacity off of 70-30. No. This is what happened. Slide tendencies. He told him to get a belt. Crawford has been the welterweight champion for 3 years. His first fight at the welterweight division, he fought Jeff Horn and became the WBO welterweight champion of the world. Right? In 3 years, he fought who they put in front of him. Right? He fought Mean Machine. He fought Jeff Horn. He fought Miracon. He fought Kell Brook. And he fought 5 people. And he fought the dude who had one leg, David Benavidez. All of these guys are way bigger than Crawford. And he stopped him. Right. So all I'm saying is, and I'm not saying Errol Spence is afraid of Terrence Crawford. I'm not saying that at all. Now, when you get on that level, nobody is afraid of nobody. Errol Spence is not afraid of Terrence Crawford. But I will say he's not in a hurry to fight him. He was in a hurry to fight Mikey Garcia. He was in a hurry to fight Sean Porter. He was in a hurry to fight Danny Garcia. But when it comes to Crawford, that vigor that he showed when fighting those other fighters, all of that changes. That's all I'm saying. So look into that. All right, let's see. Mr. Shelton, what to say? Peter Von Oz, no one wants to see Bud versus Lopez. No. I want to see Bud, no Lopez. I would rather see Bud fight Ortiz. As a matter of fact, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's do this. I'm going to the WBO website, right? What you say, Sick Note? Coach, I agree with almost everything you say. Make seriously. Apart from the running bit. Oh yeah, fear running. Oh yeah. No. I'm not. Listen. Let me correct this, because I don't want nobody to say I hate Tyson Fury. I do not dislike Deontay Wilder. I was a big Deontay Wilder fan up until he lost the Tyson Fury second fight. Because I got upset with not upset, but I didn't agree with him saying this guy cheated and he had egg whites and the costume and the bottle was spiked and the referee cheated and just a whole bunch of things. That's what made me fall out with why I have to call him out on it. If Anthony Joshua would have made excuses when he lost to Andrew Ruiz, if Anthony Joshua would have said, oh, it was the water, it was the costume, it was this, it was that. If he would have said any of that stuff, I'd be roasting Anthony Joshua right now. Period. You see what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua is my favorite heavyweight. But I love Tyson Fury's boxing skills. The boy can box. I cannot take anything from Tyson Fury. The man can box. Listen, he can. Now, some people say he fight dirty, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. But he can box. He can box when he chooses to. But KB, what do you say, brother? You say, Coach, Fury won't be able to win on points in Saudi Arabia. And the Prince are best friends. AJ and the Prince. Nah, Fury gonna have to try to knock Wild. He gonna try to knock him out. Can't believe it's in Saudi. What you say, KB? Excuse gate. Yeah, Coach. What do you say? Coach, time to announce the fight. AJ Fury location confirmed. Yeah, absolutely. Listen. We know that it's been confirmed. It's all over YouTube. They confirmed that yesterday. We know that they confirmed that yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So I know that the Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fight has been confirmed. Now they confirmed the venue. Okay, when is the date? You see what I'm saying? I know all of that. I know that it's been confirmed. I get it. You know, I understand all of that. I'm going to be excited about when they have the press conference and stuff like that, right? And what I'm hoping, CJ, what I'm hoping, sir, is I'm hoping that Tyson Fury, because he signed the contract to fight Anthony Joshua, right? So I'm hoping, sir, with all due respect, that Tyson Fury doesn't pull out of the fight. And I'm going to tell you what I'm basing this on. Tyson Fury pulled out of the Vladimir Klitschko fight too. They did a press conference and he pulled out. He pulled out of fighting Deontay Wilder in the second fight as well, right? And no, in the third fight. Sorry about that. The third fight for the trilogy match, he pulled out. So, based on his track record, depending on how he feels that day, he will pull out of a fight. But if it's happening in Saudi Arabia, it's probably going to happen in like July. Because Eddie Hearn did say the fight has to happen in July. The fight has to happen in July. So, I do see that, KB. I do see that. That's right. Fight happening in July. Right now, Ali Bell, man. Okay, now. So, what do you say? I just got online gas. What's going? Oh, yeah. I just got along. Oh, yeah. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight has been announced to happen in Saudi Arabia. They got the venue. Okay, cool. So, but I'm not excited about that. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not excited about that. I have to. We're dealing with Tyson Fury, guys. Even if you are a fan of Tyson Fury, you have to admit you don't know what Tyson Fury is going to do when he's going to do it. If he's pulled out of 2 fights already, right? This is facts. He's pulled out of 2 fights already. He has an arbitration going on with Deontay Wilder. Why? Because he pulled out of he signed the contract with Deontay Wilder and didn't want to fight him. Right? So, I'm happy that we do have the fight announced and the venue has been announced. I'm happy. Sly Tennessee, I hear what you're saying. They let the contract expire for Fury Wilder 33. Yeah, I did hear that. This is what Bob Arum said that. Sly Tennessee. Bob Arum did say that. But Bob Arum lied. He lied. Bob Arum is the same guy that said that Deontay Wilder lost the arbitration with Tyson Fury. We come to find out that that's not true. The arbitration is still going on. So Bob Arum lied about 2 things. He said the contract expired, and he said that Deontay Wilder lost the arbitration. So we can't believe anything Bob Arum says. He's lying. He lied about that. So that's why I say that, Sly Tennessee. You know, I don't know. So, but I'm hoping Fury, Daniel D. Lynch, what'd you say? I'm hoping he don't pull out of the fight. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping he don't pull out of the fight, guys. So Corey says he only pulled out of rematches. But the fact of the matter is, a fight is a fight. You don't pull out of no fights. You don't sign like I never seen Muhammad Ali sign a contract to fight somebody and he pulled out of a fight. I never saw Mike Tyson sign a contract to fight somebody and he pulled out of a fight. Whether it's a fight or a rematch, never did it. If you look at the history of the sport of boxing, tell me how many fighters, name 2 fighters. Give me 2 fighters outside of Tyson Fury that signed contracts to fight fighters and pull out. Whether it's a rematch or the first fight. Give me 2. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Just give me 2. So he only pulled out of rematches. So are you saying that, you know, okay, you're saying all that to say what? Other times we can't really say, is that fair? Yeah, you know. Yeah, sick note. I don't know, man. Bro, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. You know, July 50 degrees. Damn, it'd be very hot. Let's see. Fury pulls out so much, surprised he has kids. Hey, listen. Yeah, Sly Tennessee's Bob Arum lied about that, bro. He lied about that. CJ, coach, I agree, coach, but there's too much money and promoters involved to pull out of this. Close to 100 million each. That's like $140 million. Yeah, close to 100. Is that 100 million pounds? Yeah. You're right. 100 million pounds. Yeah, CJ, I totally agree with you, sir. You're right about that. You're right about that. That's too much money for him to pull out. That's generational money. Listen, do you listen, CJ, check this out. Guys, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Deontay Wilder regrets not fighting Anthony Joshua when he had the opportunity to fight him? Do you think that Deontay Wilder regrets not fighting Anthony Joshua when he had the opportunity to fight him? Irregardless of who you think fault it was. If you say it was Anthony Joshua's fault, he didn't want to fight Wilder, or vice versa. We know how Tyson Fury feels about Anthony Joshua. He doesn't like Anthony Joshua. But they, two men that don't really like each other, was able to make this fight happen. Right? And we know that once Tyson Fury fights Anthony Joshua, especially if he loses, but if he wins, whether he loses or wins, it's a good chance that he's going to retire. But if he wins, we know Tyson Fury more than likely will not fight the rematch, because he's done it before. So, but I say all that to say this. This is going to be a retirement check for Fury. Fury milked the system. He came back out of retirement from drug use, alcoholism, and mental health issues. Used Wilder. Remember, Wilder and Fury came together to try to freeze Anthony Joshua out. So we're going to put the fight together, and we're going to freeze Anthony Joshua out. But all the chickens come home to roost. It got to go through. It has to go back to Anthony Joshua, because there's nobody that Tyson Fury can fight where he can make this kind of money that he's going to make fighting Anthony Joshua. Nobody, not even Wilder. He can't make that kind of money. You know what I mean? So Wilder had an opportunity of a lifetime, guys, to fight. He had the opportunity of a lifetime to fight what you say, Eddie Val, preach, coach. I feel both AJ and Wilder had blame in it not happening. Yeah. However, the fact is Wilder turned down $120 million, a 3-fight deal worth $120 million. Do you see what I'm saying? He had an opportunity, because Wilder's worth like $30 million right now. He had an opportunity to become a $100 millionaire, like literally, on top of the $30 million he's made without fighting. You know what I mean? So without fighting Anthony Joshua, he had an opportunity of a lifetime, guys. And I'm not banging on Wilder. I'm not banging on Wilder right now. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying he had an opportunity of a lifetime. But Wilder was listening to his team. He was listening to Shelly Finkel, aka Shelly Bullwinkle is what I call him. He was listening to Shelly Bullwinkle. He was listening to Al Heyman. Because of some network stuff, they didn't want him to fight on the zone for 3 fights. He listening to them. I'm willing to bet you right now, he's in Alabama right now, like, man, Tyson Fury played me. Tyson Fury used me to build his profile up. And then instead of giving me the third fight, he ran off to fight Anthony Joshua. And they fixing to make all of this money in Saudi Arabia. And I'm the one at home looking crazy. Tyson Fury played Deontay Wilder. And listen, what you say? The thing is, we don't know Wagwan behind the scenes. Listen, guys, listen. Captain Al Pacino, what do you say? Fury stole Wilder's retirement plan. Exactly. Corey Bailey, what do you say, brother? You say hell yeah, he regretted. Tyson stole his payday. Absolutely. Listen, Tyson Fury is laughing. Listen, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua is already worth 100 million pounds, which is almost equivalent to $140 million. Anthony Joshua is already mega rich. There's only one boxer that's worth more money than Anthony Joshua, and that's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has a net worth of $150 million. Anthony Joshua has a net worth of $139, $140 million. Those are the 2 top guys. Listen, and I'm not banging on Wilder again, like I said before. Oh, yeah, and we can't forget about Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao worth like $200 million, something like that, maybe. Manny Pacquiao. We can't forget about Manny Pacquiao either. L Court, what do you say, brother? One time for the super chat. Super chat from my man L Court.
Super chat.
Yes, sir. Salute to you, fam. If you're new to the channel, brother, please subscribe and like and hit the like button. Wilder's jealousy blinded him. He came to the UK, saw the admiration, and wanted the same thing in the US. When he didn't get it, he started hating. Yeah, because listen, man, in the US, man, Wilder had an opportunity to get everybody in America behind him. The heavyweight champion, the American heavyweight champion of the world, WBC heavyweight champion of the world. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball on that. Because Mike Tyson to this day is more popular. Mike Tyson is popular as hell in the U.S. People love Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson is 75 years old right now. But he's not 75, he's like 55. But you get what I'm point, I'm being facetious. But they love Mike Tyson. Love him to death. You see what I'm saying? And he dropped the ball. He couldn't get people. It was just something about Wilder that a lot of people didn't like. It was something about him. Like they didn't get, like, look how popular Mike Tyson is right now. Mike Tyson lost to Evander Holyfield twice, and he lost to Lennox Lewis. But Mike Tyson is more popular than Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield combined. And he lost to both of those guys. It was something about Tyson that everybody loved all over the world. You see what I'm saying? If Deontay Wilder not listening, had he not listened, and one time for my main man El Court, one more time for the super chat, brother. Hey, much love to you, fam. Much love to you, brother. I really appreciate that. Wilder was very jealous of Anthony Joshua. And why, I don't know. Like, I listen, Anthony Joshua seems like a nice guy. And I'm not even a fan of Anthony Joshua like that. He is my favorite heavyweight, though. He's my favorite heavyweight. It was Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was my favorite heavyweight. No, let me take that back. Let me put it in chronological order. Deontay Wilder was my guy. The Bomb Squad. Now, I'm not a Deontay Wilder fanatic, but Deontay Wilder was my guy. I fell out with Deontay Wilder. I started falling out with him when he went to calling Anthony Joshua all of these names, calling him a coward, this and that. And that no, you know what? That didn't even trip me out because, you know, fighters talk trash about each other. There's nothing wrong with that. But he went to bring in the racial element in it. And you guys know how I am. I'm not on that race hustling stuff. He went to bring the racial element in it, talking about Eddie Hearn is a slave master. He's pimping Anthony Joshua. But Deontay Wilder got two white managers, JD's and Shelly Finkel. So the guy that has two white managers and he has two white managers, he doesn't have a slave owners over him, slave overseers over him. But Anthony Joshua has a promoter in Eddie Hearn. He has his own management company, and he's worth 100 million pounds. So that seemed like that he tried to bring the racial element into it. And he talked this black stuff like you uphold your people, but you tearing down Anthony Joshua. Last time I turned around, Anthony Joshua was black. And I'm not getting into the skin color. I don't care about none of that. But I'm just saying, I'm throwing it back on them. That's when I started falling out with Wilder about that. But then once he lost to Fury, I was like, oh, and then he went to the costume, egg weights, costume gate, Watergate, glove gate, referee gate, and whatever gate. The conspiracy, that's when I say I'm done with this. Love and respect Wilder for what he was able to do with the limited skills he has. He came from a UPS truck driver. He fought to do what he had to do to help his daughter. I love that man for that. I love Deontay Wilder for that. And this to all the Deontay Wilder fans. I love Deontay Wilder. I do. You know what I mean? I really sympathize with his journey and where he came from. I really do. Honestly do. And this is no jokes, none of that. I know I called him the twerkinator and all that there. He's still a twerkinator now. He's still a twerkinator. Because I've never seen a man twerk like that before. He's still a twerkinator. But outside of that, I love the fact what he came through. But him tearing AJ down and then scandalizing Tyson Fury's name. And I ain't really, that's what got me. That's what got me. You see what I'm saying? So now, Eddie Val, what do you say? Also, Wilder overrated power. I had sparring partners that sparred with Wilder, and they said Wilder punches the same as Oliver McCall. Great power, all time though. I don't know about that. I don't. I'm just saying I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't know. You know what I mean? It's because he got a lot of knockouts too. You know what I mean? It was the WWE antics from Wilder. Mike was a real life bad dude. It weren't an act. He really had people trembling his way. Yeah. In his heyday, he did. And then Mike was a small guy. But don't you think Bud Crawford would stop Spence? Herman Handsome. Honestly, I'm a Tyson Fury fan. I'm a Terrence Crawford fan. I don't know if he'll stop Spence. I don't know. To be honest with you, Spence is a bad boy, and I don't think Spence will stop Crawford. I think that fight will go 12 rounds. And of course, and I'm letting you guys know, my bias is I'm going with Crawford. That's my bias. But I'm admitting that I'm being biased as it relates to Crawford if him and Spence fight each other. I'm not coming like I'm just objective and I'm, no. If you bias, just say you bias. That's my bias. I will pick Crawford over Spence. You know what I mean? But I don't think he'll stop him. I think it'll go 12 rounds. Lisa Bells, Wilder has the best chin. It's possibly Joe the Juggernaut Joyce does. Oh, you don't think Wilder has the best chin? Yeah, Joe Joyce, Lisa Bells. Lisa Bells, where you been at, sis? Let me go ahead and ring the Ali bell for Lisa Bells. Ring the Rocky bell. Rocky bell, Ali bell. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, Lisa, where you been at? You know what I mean? Where you been at? You know what I mean? So,
shut up, fool. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time, boy. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time.
Lisa, where you been at, Lisa? I gave you a shout out earlier. Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson was a savage, man. He was a savage. What you say? Triple A say Tyson Duncan Holyfield trilogy. Oh man. Yeah. Mike Tyson come off peak. Mike Tyson lost a little. Yeah. Mike Tyson was old and washed up. He couldn't. Yeah. They fought in 2002. Yeah, Tyson wasn't in his prime anymore after that. He wasn't in his prime anymore when Lewis fought him. But hey, it is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. But let's see. Yeah, man. So that's my thing. But I say all that to say this, guys. I think that's what and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has skills. I really do. But what I don't like is how are those same guys are going to try to diminish AJ's accomplishments? Like, why you just can't get a man his credit? Look, man, Anthony Johnson's a hell of a fighter. He accomplished a lot. He started boxing late. He became unified heavyweight champion early in his career. That's all I'm saying. Get a man his props. There's no need for the hate. Just get a man his props. And I'm talking about the fighters, not just the fans. Us as fans, we gonna hate fighters and stuff like that. I get that, but I'm saying, well, for Wilder, LD, the Alphabet Boys, and Fury to say that Anthony Johnson hasn't fought anybody, it's ludicrous. Wilder loses credit for being a good father when he said he died in the ring. As a father, you should go to work, then come home to your kids. Yeah, I'm not Sam Greer. I'm not gonna say he loses credit, but if you felt like Tyson Fury had egg weights, metal in his gloves, you should be happy that someone cared about you enough to throw the towel in. Do you get what I'm saying? You should be happy that, look, man, I got a trainer, a black trainer on top of that. He threw the towel in because this guy had egg weights in his gloves. He saw me taking the beating. He saw me getting killed in the ring, and he didn't want to see me get hurt anymore. So he threw the towel in so I could live to see another day. So I could live to see another day. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he fired the guy who saved his life from the guy who he said that had egg weights in his gloves. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? So let's look and see. What y'all talking about? Billy Joe Saunders? Canelo embarrasses Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo embarrasses Billy. Canelo will school him. That's gonna be a good fight, man. It depends on it. That's gonna be a good fight. Canelo was too slick and strong for Billy. I don't know. Billy Joe is a slick fighter, though. He's a slick fighter. What do you say? Are Tyson and Lewis not the same age? Richard. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe like a year or so off. Tyson and Lennox Lewis have been friends for years. They was friends in the amateurs. But Lennox Lewis was still a better fighter than Tyson. Tyson was past his prime. Like once he went to prison, he got out. After prison, he was done. He wasn't the same fighter anymore. But he still had power to knock people out, but he wasn't the same fighter anymore. And that's not, and I'm not making excuses. I'm not taking away from Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis beat Mike Tyson, knocked him out, stopped him in the 11th round. He beat Mike Tyson. He did that. I'm not making any excuses. He did that. I hated Lennox Lewis for that because I was a fan. I know what it's like to be a fanboy. I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. Well, if you beat Mike Tyson, I hated you. You see what I'm saying? I was a fanboy, so I know what it's like to be a fanboy. I do. No, I don't think AJ has had all the pressure on best resume. You see what I'm saying? I don't. What you say? I don't. I think AJ has had all the pressure. Yeah. Sick note. Yeah, sick note. I see exactly what you're saying. James Buster Douglas, pound for pound, the GOAT, legend of all legends, beat the king. No, James Buster Douglas was a one-hit wonder. You know that. He was a one-hit wonder. He beat Mike Tyson. He caught him on the right day at the right night. Mike Tyson was in Tokyo, was in Japan, snorting coke with Bobby Brown all night. Facts. He was down here in Miami with a big dope boy named Convertible Burt. He was down here shooting dice and all that stuff and doing everything, and then he went to Hong Kong. Tyson wasn't even training for Buster Douglas. That's how much he overlooked him. Now, that's not making any excuses. And Tyson didn't make any excuses. You notice when Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, he didn't make any excuses. He didn't make any excuses. He didn't say, no, man. He didn't make an excuse. He said, I lost. The guy beat me. And that's what I respect. That's what I respect. Say Sly Tennis, what he say? Tyson lost so much explosiveness after jail. Yeah. He wasn't the same fighter anymore. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, to this day, he got a lot of love. Too bad Tyson wasn't at least 6 feet with 3 inches added to his reach. Yeah, man, Tyson was only 5'10". Tyson was only 5'10". Listen, Evander was the real deal. He moved up in class. Listen. He moved up from cruiserweight to well, he used to fight at light heavyweight too, I think, in the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. Holyfield was the real deal. Holyfield was an excellent inside fighter. The inside fight game is serious. And that's how I think Anthony Joshua should fight Tyson Fury. Make it an inside fight game. Period. He should make it an inside fight game. What you say? Sniffing coke, That's why I loved him. He didn't dodge him. Yeah. Yeah, what you say? I watched Wilder, Tyson Fury 2 and fight again. It was embarrassing. Wilder falling over with no power from both. Then I watched Mike Tyson and Razor Ruddock fight. That was a real fight. Both went last 2 rounds. Yeah, listen, man, that Mike Tyson Razor Ruddock fight was serious. KB Ruiz is fighting in May. Billy Joe is fighting. Yeah, Ruiz is fighting next month. KB, I don't know exactly what day. Coach jail killed Tyson. Yeah, the jail killed Tyson. Holly, what do you say? Look, only Frank Bruno fought Mike Tyson on Pete, 1989 first. Let's see. Tyson was a bad boy. Let's see. Yeah, man, but what you say? I met Buster Douglas in Columbus, Ohio. He's cool as hell. Tyson dropped Douglas and got the long count. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's debatable, but Tyson still got his ass whooped. He still Buster Douglas beat the brace off Mike Tyson. But it was because he didn't train. He was snorting coke, shooting dice, gambling. Listen, this is a true story, guys. He was up with Bobby Brown all night. Like, no, literally, all jokes aside. This is a true story. You guys look this up. Tyson was up with Bobby Brown. The night before the fight, he was up with Bobby Brown snorting coke. That's why Tyson didn't look the same. Buster had the night of his life that night. I don't think any heavyweight of that era would have beat him on that night. I don't think any heavyweights of that era would have beat him on that night. Oh, you're talking about Buster Douglas? Yeah. No, I think some other heavyweights would have beat him if they just would have trained. If Mike Tyson would have trained for the fight like he was supposed to and not be on drugs, snorting coke and stuff, hanging out with Bobby Brown and shooting dice and stuff, yeah, Mike would have beat Buster Douglas. You know what I mean? Lewis was a late bloomer. Plus, he had Manuel Stewart. He got molded into a great champion. Yeah. I hated Lennox Lewis, man. I hated Lennox Lewis. I just started liking Lennox Lewis right now. That's how much of a fanboy I was of Mike Tyson, guys. If you beat Mike Tyson, I was beefing with you for life. So I know what it's like to be a fanboy. So I understand if you're a Tyson Fury fanboy. I understand that. If you're a Deontay Wilder fanboy, I understand that because I used to be a fanboy of Mike Tyson. I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. I was a fanboy of Roy Jones Jr. I was a fanboy of Pernell Whitaker. Tyson. Oh, yeah, and I was a fanboy of Marvin Hagler, my favorite middleweight of all time. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So I know what it's like. Trust me. I know what it's like. What you say is between Holyfield or Lewis for the best heavyweight at that time. Yeah, but Tyson is more popular than both of them right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So Mike's lifestyle beat him. Yeah, Shelton Moore, his lifestyle did beat him. But what I liked about it was when Tyson lost, bro, I cried like a baby when Mike Tyson lost. Bro, hey, listen. Hey, Mr. Shelton Moore, I can remember exactly where I was at. 1990, I was living in Tampa, Florida, where I'm from. And it was me and a whole bunch of my homeboys. We had came off the street after hustling and stuff. We was in an apartment and we was watching Mike Tyson fight on pay-per-view, Buster Douglas, and we was cursing at the TV. And then when Mike Tyson fell, it seemed like when Buster Douglas knocked him out, it seemed like Mike Tyson was falling in slow motion. He caught Mike with the uppercut, and then he came with the left cross, then he came with the right cross, and then he threw the left hook, and Mike Tyson went down. And he bounced off the mat, and his mouthpiece fell out of his mouth. And then he was trying, bro, we were like, no, we were screaming no. Bro, we were so mad when Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson that we wanted to physically do harm to Richard Steele. Literally. And Buster Douglas. That's how much of a fanboy he was of Mike Tyson. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be a fanboy, a Wilder fanboy, or a Tyson Fury fanboy. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. You see what I'm saying? I know what it's like. So, you know, I'm playing with lions, stiffing coat, and battering folks. Evander was probably making a cup of tea with his mom the same night. Yeah, Evander Holyfield was in the church and stuff. So, shut more. What do you say? Facts. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, bro. We had the goons on deck. What Buster Douglas at and where Richard Steele at? We looking for him. Tell him we fixing to pull up right now. We pulling up. We pulling up right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Hey, I got tears in my eyes right now. Hey, guys, listen. I got tears in my eyes right now. I'm about to cry. I'm having memories right now. You see what I'm saying? 31 years ago. I'm having tears right now from 31 years ago. Just remember, I could see Tyson getting knocked out, you know, picking up his mouthpiece, his eye looking like a golf ball, and he's trying to put the mouthpiece in his mouth from the side. Bruh. And then the next fight, Buster Douglas fight, Evander Holyfield, and he get knocked out. Matter of fact, he didn't even get knocked out. But Holyfield caught him he tried to throw an uppercut from 3 feet away. Holyfield caught him with a right cross to the chin, dropped Buster Douglas. He just laid there, waited for the count, waited to get counted out. Then he got up. That really made me mad. He didn't even his very next fight he lost the belt, and that's how Holyfield got it. Come on, man. Hey, you see what I'm saying? Diallo Huggy, what do you say, brother? Coach, you were like Judah Midget towards the referee. Yeah. Hey, Diallo Huggy, listen, bruh. I was worse than Judah Midget. Remember when Judah Midget was he did an interview on Fred Barbershop Talks, and they had Sugar Hill on there, and he told Sugar Hill, I'm not gonna lie, I wish you would have burnt up in the car fire, you and your family. Yeah, I wish you would have got burnt up in the car fire. That's how mad he was that he trained Tyson Fury to destroy Deontay Wilder that night. Bro, I was just like that. Listen, we wanted all the smoke. We was looking for Buster Douglas and Richard Steele because we were like, oh man, that was the long count in the 8th round when Tyson knocked out but dropped Buster Douglas. He counted, gave him a long count, let the man get back up. The same thing the Deontay Wilder fans are saying about the Tyson Fury first fight when he got knocked down. He was knocked out. Tyson Fury said he was knocked out, but he woke up, got out of it, and rose and beat the 10 count. The same thing they were saying, that's what we were saying when Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas. We were saying the same thing. So I understand where they're coming from, because I was the same way. Hey, Diallo Huggy, I was the same way, fam. I was the same way, bro. Trust me. So I know what it's like to be a fanboy. I know what it's like to be a fanboy, fam. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Hey, KB, what he said, you know that Mike Tyson's biggest loss was? It was Customato after he died. Yeah. That's true. That was his biggest loss. Customato passed away. R.I.P. recipe to Customato, man. Customato was a hell of a champion. Was a hell of a coach. Man. He coached That's Floyd Patterson's trainer. That's who taught Mike the peekaboo style. Because Floyd Patterson used to do the peekaboo style. Custom Auto taught him that, and Mike Tyson took that. Joe Frazier had the peekaboo style as well. Because when you're a shorter fighter and you're fighting taller guys, you got to figure out a way to get in there. The shorter fighter has to work so hard. That's what a lot of people love about Mike Tyson as well. He was only 5'10" tall, and these guys he was fighting was 6'4", 6'5". That's a short heavyweight, and he had to get in there and knock these guys out, bro. Like that's real hard. You know, that's real hard. Oh, you're welcome, KB. You're welcome, fam. You're welcome, fam. You know what I mean? So, hey man, listen, I'm crying right now. You know, hold on, guys. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. I got myself back together. hey, what you say? 3 weeks later, we had Chavez and Taylor. We'll never see days like that. Yeah, the Chavez and Mildred Taylor, that was a hell of a fight there, man. I think Mildred Taylor, I was mad at Richard Steele for that too. Because Mildred Taylor was giving Chavez the business, even though his face was swollen up, but he was giving him the business. I agree. The count of Buster Douglas was a long count, and Tyson was fast. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, what you say, Coach? You were the original LDBC. Hey, Karma, listen, I'm telling you, getting emotional right now just thinking about it. Let's talk about something else, guys, because my eyes getting watery right now. I'm telling you, this is how much of a fanboy I was. I was the original LDBC before there was the LDBC. hey, Karma, you something else. Not to really fanboy of Hagler. Hagler had no excuses. Hagler never had questionable moments. Marvin Hagler was my favorite fighter. Was my favorite middleweight champion of all time. Bruh, RIP, rest in peace, man. We're going to ring the Marvin Hagler bell. We're going to name the Marvin Hagler bell. Hit the Hagler bell. We're going to do that for Hagler right there, man. For real, though. Toby Barlett, what he say? Buster Douglas was 2 times the size of Holyfield. Fight. Yeah, he was. He had got huge and everything. He had got huge. What did he say? Judah Midget blocked me for roasting him. I said he's so short that he didn't have to bend down to kiss Deontay. Hey man. Hey man, y'all need to cut it out, bro. Hey, you guys with these jokes, man. Bro, you guys with these jokes, man. Y'all need to cut it out, man. Oh my God. What you say, Buster Douglas Hall of Fame? Buster Douglas ain't on Hall of Fame. Hell no. You got to be joking. Hell no. He ain't got no Hall of Fame career. He beat Mike Tyson. That was it. Shit, you know, Cuz left Mike with Jimmy Jacobs. When he died, Don King crept in, and it was down here from there. Yeah, John King was a race hustler. You know, he hustled Mike. He really did. Custom Auto trained Floyd Patterson also. Yeah, he did. Yeah, the bob and weave. Yeah, they called it the peekaboo. You know, the peekaboo style. What you say? Signal. Hagler, Hopkins, Tyson, Ricky Hatton, Nigel Benn. Hate to say it because my son loved him, but I stopped the hate and appreciated Mayweather. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather's a bad boy. But he's 50-0, but you can't say he's the best, he's the greatest. Because Julio Cesar Chavez was 86-0. Julio Cesar Chavez won 86 fights in a row without a loss. And we want to talk about Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson was the champion for like 10 years. Joe Louis. So there's a whole bunch of fighters who won more than 50 fights in a row. Quite a few fighters won more than 50 fights. 50 fights in a row without a loss or something like that. You see what I'm saying? There was a few fighters. Chavez won 86 fights in a row. If Chavez would have retired won his 86 fight and retired, he would have been 86-0. So a lot of these guys don't know that. You know what I mean? Floyd Patterson was one of my favorite fighters. When Liston knocked him out, I was really bummed. Yeah, for sure. What you say? Question: where did you put Mike Tyson of all the heavyweights then and now? Tyson will always put himself low because Tyson has so much respect for the greats. He always say the greats, the ones who came before him, was better than him. But if you're asking me, I would say, see, we got Rocky Marciano, Jack Dempsey, we have Jack Johnson, we have Joe Louis, we have Muhammad Ali. We have George Foreman, Sonny Liston. I would say Mike is in the. I would say Tyson is in the top. Damn. Let's see. Ali. I'll say Ali number one. Ali number one. Joe Louis number two. Ali number one. Joe Louis number two. Big George Foreman was Rocky Marciano. And I'm not knocking Rocky Marciano and Jack Dempsey and those guys. Jack Johnson. I say Mike Tyson top five. I say he number five. I say it's Ali, Joe Louis. I say Ali, Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, Rocky Marciano, Mike Tyson, and then I say that. That and any one of those can change. You can put something listed in there too. But that's what I say. And again, guys, it's just my opinion. It's not, it ain't really. It's just based on how I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? It's just based on how I'm feeling right now. What do you say? Bruce Goes, what do you say? What Tyson could have been is a whole nother topic. Yeah. That's a whole nother topic. Tyson competition was suspect. I don't know about that. Mike Tyson was a 5'10" heavyweight. I don't think a lot of his competition was suspect. I don't know about that. Especially 80s Mike Tyson. 80s Mike Tyson, he fought tough opponents. Now, his first beginning fights, like his 8th, 9th, 10th fight, no fighter fights. But Tyson has a damn good. Tyson fought some bad boys. He fought some big dudes. What you say, Fury is on Max Boxing. Venue has been agreed upon. The fight is on. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Shelton Moore, absolutely. Yeah, we know that. The fight is on. Absolutely. We know that. He say, never mind. We got Jake Paul and Ben Askren tomorrow. Yeah, but we have a real fight coming on. Hey, Mr. Angus, we have a real fight coming on. Jake Paul is a YouTuber. But he's a good fighter, though. He won't fight nobody. He won't fight no real boxer, no professional boxer. Let's put it that way. And Hagler and Manzon, would be like Sonny Liston and Big Foreman. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. What you say, Peter Barnos? I have so many favorite fighters. Yeah, it's too hard, man. I can't say one fighter. Like, I love Ali, but I can't say Ali was my favorite fighter of all time. Like, I like Sugar Ray Robinson better than I like Muhammad Ali. I'll tell you from a fighting standpoint, because Muhammad Ali had Sugar Ray Robinson's style. That was Muhammad Ali's favorite fighter was Sugar Ray Robinson. That's why he got he got a lot of stuff from Sugar Ray Robinson, but Sugar Ray Robinson had more power than Ali. Hagler and Frazier was my introduction to the sport. RIP to the legend. Yeah, absolutely, Aaron, man. Aaron, absolutely, brother. And listen, Hagler was the real deal, bro. Hagler, bro. When you talk about boxing, when you talk about some of the greatest fighters that ever put the gloves on, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, RIP. We're going to ring the Marvin Hagler bell for the fallen soldier. This man was one of the greatest fighters of all time, period. He fought everybody. He didn't care what side of the street you was on. He didn't say you got to get a belt first. He didn't say you on the wrong side of the street. He didn't say he was big fish, cap. He didn't say none of that stuff that Errol Spence said. For Hagler say what you want to do. Facts. You see what I'm saying? So, and this is not a dig on Errol Spence. I'm just saying that these fighters today is just a different era. You know what I mean? It's just a different era, guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, Riddick Bowe. Eddie Val, what do you say? If Cuss would have been alive for another 5 years, people underestimate the skill that Tyson would have had. From 85 to 90, Tyson would have improved so much with Cuss. Tyson was very scared. Yeah, once Tyson got rid of Kevin Rooney, he never should have got rid of Kevin Rooney, his trainer. Don King got in and wiggled his way in and split up from Kevin Rooney. Once he got rid of Kevin Rooney, man, Kevin Rooney had him on point. You know what I mean? So Kevin Rooney had him on point, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, but Jake Paul, I ain't thinking about no Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul, we talk about boxing. Jake Paul is a YouTuber. You know what I mean? He's a YouTuber. He's a whole bunch of things. But he's not fighting no professionals. You know what I mean? Tyson versus Klitschko, both in their prime. Oh yeah, listen. Listen, Tyson versus Klitschko in his prime, I got Tyson all day. Klitschko would have got put to sleep. Easy. Hands down. You ask anybody, any boxer. I'm not a Diallo Huggy. I'm not talking about today's boxing fans. Today's boxing fans, they don't know nothing about boxing. They casual. I'm talking about boxing fans out of my age and older, or even 35 and older. They'll tell you, listen, Mike Tyson would have gave Vladimir Klitschko the business, period. Listen, Klitschko would have been lucky if he would have lasted 6 rounds of Mike Tyson in his prime. He would have been lucky if he would have lasted 6 rounds. Facts. And listen, I'm still a Tyson fanboy, so keep that in mind as well. But all jokes aside, yeah, he would have been, listen, man. Man, he would have broke that man ribs. Listen, he fought what you say? Coach, who do you think was better fighter, Vladimir or Vitaly? Vitaly. I think Vitaly was better. Yeah, but Vladimir Klitschko would have got put to sleep, man. He would have got put to sleep. Easy. Klitschko was what, 6'6"? Tyson was 5'10". He would have got put to sleep. Because he wouldn't be able to punch, grab, and hold Tyson. He wouldn't be able to do that. Listen, Tyson would have broke that man ribs. He went to the body on him. He would have put in body work. He would have broke his ribs. Hit him with the, listen, look how he broke down Frank Bruno. Look how he broke down Razor Ruddy. Look at some of those big guys Tyson fought. How he used to break those guys down. Tyson was giving up 6 and 7 inches to guys. He's fighting these dudes at 6'5", 6'6", 6'4". He was only 5'10". That's what made, bro, do you know how hard, you know how short that is to be a heavyweight fighter? 5 foot 10 inches tall, and you fighting these giants? Bigger than you, taller than you, longer arm reach, heavier than you. It didn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Bruh. Bruh, I boxed before, bruh. I got in the ring with dudes who were bigger than me. I never went pro. I wasn't that good. I was in the street and stuff, but I boxed before. Do you know how hard that is, fam? Listen, I had a Puerto Rican dude. He had a whole bunch of amateur fights. He had way more amateur fights than I had. That man beat me. He was smaller than me. He beat me. He beat the brace off of me. That man beat the brace off of me. Listen, for every 2 or 3 times I hit this guy, he hit me 7 or 8 times. I was getting hit with 6, 7 punch combinations. But I say all that to say this. Do you know how hard that is? To be a 5'10" heavyweight, and you knocking dudes out 6'5", 6'6", 6'4". You 218 pounds. Mike was 218 pounds. And these guys are 240, 250. If he would have called Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis are real good friends. They've been knowing each other since the amateurs. If Tyson would have fought Lennox Lewis in the 80s, Lennox Lewis would have got his whole ribs and jaw broke. I honestly believe that. Literally. You see what I'm saying? That's how good he was. What you say? There's only one Tyson Fury. Yeah. Daniel, what's going on, fam? What's up with you, bro? There's only one Tyson Fury. So let's ring the bell. Ring the Ali bell. Ring the Ali bell for my main man Daniel. Diehard Tyson Fury fan. Hey Daniel, let me ask you a question. Are you a Tyson Fury fan or are you a Tyson Fury fanboy? Just be honest. I was a Mike Tyson fanboy and a Marvin Hagler fanboy and a Roy Jones fanboy and a Pernell Whitaker fanboy. So I've been a fanboy of 4 fighters throughout my 47 years living on the planet. Are you a Tyson Fury fan or are you a Tyson Fury fanboy? Let me know. That's what I want to know. Answer that. What do you say? LDBC are all a bunch of slow ass clowns. Sam Grill, what do you say? Klitschko never had to fight anyone with the athleticism, speed, and power of a 20-year-old Mike Tyson. Yeah, he never did. He never did. Honestly, once Lennox Lewis retired, the heavyweight division was nothing after that. I mean, we had David Tour and we still had Hakeem Rockman and stuff, but they wasn't, you know. What do you say? 7'8" IQ, bitch that needs putting down. Yeah. Fury is the king of the gypsies, but not a boxer. Yeah. Let's see. Bruce Goes, what do you say, fam? I defend Tyson all the time. You had to live that era. Everybody knew Tyson, from the kids to the grandmothers. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Listen, Tyson. Everybody in America loved Mike Tyson. You had people who loved him. You had people who hate him, but they loved Tyson because Tyson, and the reason why, to understand, you listen, Bruce, like you said, you would have had to live that era to understand. You'd have to live that era to understand, fam. Irish boxing. What's going on? What's going on, man? Let's ring the Ali bell for Irish boxing. What's up? What's going on with you, fam? Sick note. What do you say, brother? Unfortunately, Tyson and Lewis peaked at different times. Yeah, they did. They did. Lennox Lewis peaked later on. Lennox Lewis peaked later on. You know what I mean? I defend Tyson all the time. Yeah, you had to live that era, though, man. You're right about that. Mr. Angus, what do you say? Ryan Garcia and Canelo look fast on the speedball video. Yeah, Ryan Garcia he's a YouTuber. He's an Instagrammer to me. You know what I mean? Itchy Muscles. Shout out to my main man, Itchy Muscles. Salute, fam. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Ryan Garcia, he's a kid. You know what I mean? I like Ryan Garcia. He's a kid. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Ryan Garcia. He's a kid, but he looked fast and stuff. But I want to see him step his competition up. But he did fight. What's the guy he fought? Man, y'all guys help me out, guys. Ryan Garcia just not. What's his name? Luke Campbell. He fought Luke Campbell. So I love Marvin Hagler. Still think Mozone beats him. Yeah, I love Hagler, man. I love Hagler, Mr. Moore, man. Like, bro, I'm talking about I was a fanboy. AJ has the best record of any heavyweights active today. What you mean he has the best resume? He don't have the best record. Because Wilder have more wins than anybody in the heavyweight division. Now, I got to give him some water. I ate some popcorn earlier. Let me give me some water, guys. Yeah, man, we're saying, listen, Tyson Fury, man, Tyson Fury is a great heavyweight, but listen, Mike Tyson, man, bro. Yeah, I think I'm all right. I think I'm all right. Let's see, Corey, what do you say, brother? Lewis would have beat Tyson, period. I'm because of Stewart. Lewis could have had Emmanuel Stewart. He could have had Freddie Roach. He could have had Rod McCracken. He could have had anybody he wanted to have. If he would have fought Mike Tyson in his prime, Lennox Lewis would have got his ribs broken, his jaw broke. He would have lost. There was a reason why he fought Tyson in 2002. He wasn't going to be. Even Emmanuel Stewart said that. Emmanuel Stewart said that Tyson in his prime, Lennox Lewis wouldn't have beat Mike Tyson. Lennox Lewis fought Mike Tyson at the right time. You see what I'm saying? So, but I respect your opinion, but I totally disagree with that. He wouldn't have beat Mike Tyson. He wouldn't have not beat Mike Tyson, period. I don't give a damn who his trainer was. LDBC needs a new narrative for super chats and cash apps. Oh, Joe B, what's going on? Shout out to my main man, Joe B. Hit the Ali bell. What do you say? A lot of people don't know. In fact, that Oliver McCall never been knocked down on the canvas in history of boxing. Oh, okay. What you say, Coach? You should make a video of who the top heavyweights we all can debate. Oh, talking about the top heavyweights today? Yeah, man. Hell, we ain't got but three. We got Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. That's it. And then there's everybody else. We got three top heavyweights today. Whether you like them, disagree with them or not, you have Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, or however you want to name it, Wilder, Fury, Joshua, whichever order you want to put them in, and then you have everybody else. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So what you say? I'm from the Fury family. Yeah, okay, you're from the Fury family. Okay, so yeah, you're a diehard Fury fanboy because that's your family member, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Harleen, we say the whole world likes Mike Tyson. Yeah, yeah, I don't know about the whole world, but yeah, they love Mike Tyson. Hey, but KB, you're right about that though, man. But I think yeah, you're right about that. I'm right about that, fam. You see boxing, no ego, trying to say now that Tyson did the gloves. Tyson did the gloves in his robe he wore the night of the fight. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. He's saying that you can tell. You meant to say hid. You hid his gloves in his robe. Yeah. Listen, man, these guys coming up with new conspiracies every day, bro. It's been 14 months now. Let's let it go, man. Like, Wilder is gone. He's in Alabama. He's doing well for himself. He's in hiding. You know, he's been twerking. He's been shooting guns at the gun range. He's been being with his family. They are saying stuff that Wilder didn't even say. Like they are real fanboys. What's up, mate? Sorry, so late to the party. Blessings to you and your family. Yeah, shout out to Alan Skill. Alan Skill, man. Alan Skill. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, fam. Blessings to you and your family as well. Blessings to you and your family as well, fam. You know what I mean? Hold on, we got a super chat. We got a super chat, guys. El Court, what's going on, fam? Shout out to the super chat for El Court.
Super chat received.
What do you say, brother? Shout out for the super chat, fam. You say, what's AJ's best game plan for Fury, considering that Fury dodges punches like the Matrix at times? In my humble opinion, I made a video on how Anthony Joshua can defeat Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua needs to study Marvin Hagler. Anthony Joshua needs to study Bernard Hopkins. If you are a fight fan if you are a fan of the sport of boxing, you know what I'm talking about. He needs to study Bernard Hopkins. He needs to study James Lights Out Tony. He needs to study Smoking Joe Frazier. He needs to study, because he's the shorter fighter in this fight. He's going to have to change his style. And he's going to have to fight like those guys. Make it an inside fight game. Make it ugly. Cut him wide open like Odo Wallin did. I'm not saying fight like Odo Wallin. He's going to have to take the fight to Fury. Cut the ring off. That's what he's going to have to do. And if he fights Tyson Fury like he's the shorter man, because Anthony Joshua is 6'6". Normally when he gets in the ring, he's the taller fighter. In this fight, he's fighting a fighter that's taller than him. He's fighting a 6'9" giant. So what you do to giants, you break their body down. He needs to study Mike Tyson. Break the body down. Don't worry about the head movement. Don't worry about Fury doing all of this and that, because you're head honey. The body ain't going nowhere. Anthony Joshua, his recipe to beat Tyson Fury is to work his body. No one beats Tyson Fury's body. Tyson Fury even said it in the Vladimir Klitschko rematch when he was in the press conference. He said, look how fat I am. He stood up, took his shirt off. You got beat by a fat man. He said, I'm going to give you a hint that help defeat me. Go to the body. You should always go to the body, because Vladimir Klitschko wasn't a body puncher. Go to Tyson Fury's body. Work his body. And that'll stop all that dancing. That'll stop all that. Make him fight. Make him fight. That's Tyson. Anthony Joshua needs to fight nasty. He needs to fight grimy. He needs to fight with the mean streak like his life is on the line. That's how he needs to fight Tyson Fury. And if you fight him that way, he'll beat him. He'll knock him out. Fury can't move his head if he tunes up his body. Exactly. Smith and Wesson. Only a boxing fan know that. Only a person that's a true fan of the sport of boxing know that. Hold on, we got a super chat. We got another super chat. Let me see. We got another super chat. Thought we had another one. Sorry about that, guys. What do you say? Pacquiao fought all of the biggest, strong, and natural welterweight fighters. Yeah, Pacquiao is a legend. Mike Tyson, eons fights before he got in the ring. Oh, especially the stare down in the ring. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, KB, you're right. Yeah, Tyson like a pit bull. And that's how Anthony Joshua needs to fight. That's how Anthony Joshua needs to fight Tyson Fury. Preach, coach. Being short, I fought at cruiserweight, heavyweight. Even though I'm at cruiserweight, I'm 6 feet. That's small. Yeah, that is short. Most I fought was anywhere from 6'1" to 6'5". I got similar peekaboo style, tougher than it looks. Yeah, listen, the peekaboo style is hard. You have to work harder than a taller fighter who can just sit back and just depend on his reach. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. If Anthony Joshua fights Tyson Fury like that, forget the boxing match. No, you're fixing to see a pit bull. I'm fixing to show you Mike Tyson. I'm fixing to show you Joe Frazier. I'm fixing to show you Bernard Hopkins. I'm fixing to show you James Toney. I'm fixing to show you Marvin Hagler. I'm coming in there. We are, because Tyson Fury, they call him pillow fist. They say he don't have no punching power. You don't have to worry about his punching power. Get on in there. Work your head movement. Get in there. And go straight to the body. Go straight to the body. The whole fight. Body shots. Body shots. Body shots. Body shots. Your whole fight should be body shots. Get in his chest like this. Put your head in his chest. Bam. Bam. Go to the head. Check left hook, body, uppercut. Tyson Fury, best plan against fighting Anthony Joshua, he need to be on his bicycle. Tyson Fury need to be on his bicycle. If he tries to stop Anthony Joshua, try to sit on his punches and throw power shots, he going to sleep. He going to sleep. That's the wrong strategy. That's the wrong strategy. So now Fury is going to try to depend on hand speed. He's going to try to depend on hand speed, which is good. But he's going to have to keep Anthony Joshua at bay. If Anthony Joshua guys, and let me close this window. If Anthony Joshua guys listen and fight on the inside, making an inside fight game, study Joe Frazier, study Mike Tyson, study hell, even Rocky Marciano, study James Toney, study Marvin Hagler, study Bernard Hopkins. Make it ugly. Make it ugly. Give Tyson Fury the ugliest fight he ever seen in his life. Fight him dirty. If he wants it, says Tyson Fury life, fight him dirty. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Mike used to hit people with elbows. Mike used to throw the hook, the right hook. And if he throw the right hook and he miss you, he gonna catch you with the elbow. That's what Anthony Joshua needs to do. We need to see an Anthony Joshua that we've never seen before. That's how he gonna become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And I'm betting on him. What you say, Eddie Val? Most definitely, coach. On bigger guys, cut the ring off, slip punches, and punish his body on the inside. Get busy. No pity. Exactly. That's what you got to do. It's too late for AJ to learn how to bob and weave. The way cuss. No, it's not. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late. How was that too late? Listen, people said that Anthony Joshua couldn't fight Andy Ruiz any differently. And when he fought Andy Ruiz the second fight, he looked like a total different fighter. People said that Tyson Fury couldn't fight a different fighting style against Deontay Wilder. And then when the second fight, we didn't see the irky jerky style. We saw a front foot dominant come straight at you, Tyson Fury. So I don't agree with that. Peter Barnos, with all due respect, I don't agree with that at all. It ain't too late for AJ. You probably hoping it's too late for AJ, but no, that ain't gonna happen. But imagine if he does. AJ hook to the body. AJ is a good body puncher. Jab to the body, like Floyd Mayweather. Jab to the body. That's that American boxing style, the jab to the body. Go to Tyson Fury's body. No one ever goes to Tyson Fury's body. Go straight to his body. That's how you break that 6'9". That's how you break that 6'9" down. For Fury to beat AJ with hand speed, he had to throw that flicking jab and those arm punches he throws in training. Problem with that is at some point, AJ will force Fury to fight. Yes, AJ gonna force him to fight. He gonna force him to fight. Fury will fight dirty back, no problem. And that's no problem. We want Fury to fight dirty back. Let's make it ugly. Because as long as Fury is trying to fight dirty, that means it's gonna be an inside fight game. Fury ain't got no inside fight game like Anthony Joshua. He don't have an inside fight game like Anthony Joshua. Because Fury don't go to the body. If you watch anybody who's ever put Tyson Fury on the ropes, and you see Tyson Fury weaving like this and doing like that, the fighters, what you see? You see the fighter that's trying to hit Tyson Fury in the head. They don't go to the body. I promise you guys, when we see this fight, Jeff Lucietta, you're going to see a different Anthony Joshua. You're going to see a different Anthony Joshua. He going to the body. And Tyson Fury, if you look at what he's been working on in training, he's been working on blocking body shots because he already knows what's coming to happen. Joshua is coming to the body. Powerful left hooks to the body. Powerful right hooks to the body. We talking about liver shots. That's what we're going to see. I can promise you that. As a matter of fact, we're going to shoot a video on how Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua can beat each other. Game plans. Hit the Rocky Bell. Let's hit the Rocky Bell one time for main man KB. Let's hit the Rocky Bell. Hit the Rocky Bell. You see what I'm saying? Let's hit the Rocky Bell. What you say, sick note? But that was on plan C. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's see. No, it's not Eddie Val. You're right. It's not too late. But I agree that AJ won't have the natural peekaboo muscle memory. Yeah, no, he don't even need peekaboo. He don't really need peekaboo. I'm saying make it an inside fight game. All he has to do is slip a couple of punches, get on the inside, and mug him. You have to mug him. Fury on / Crunk Style is dangerous team. Yeah, but they say Fury got rid of Sugar Hill, so we ain't gonna see no Crunk Style. If Fury got rid of Sugar Hill, we're not gonna see a Crunk Style, so we ain't got to worry about that. And people who fight Crunk Style have got knocked out too, i.e., Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns was the best fighter that came out of the Crunk gym. He got knocked out quite a few times. So just because you fight the Crunk Style don't mean you can't get knocked out. You see what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying though. But nah, AJ, he can switch it up. AJ can switch it up. He can switch it up. Absolutely. I'm not hoping anything. I'm just telling you what I've seen from AJ. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, but if you tell me what you see from AJ, what did you see in the Andy Ruiz fight, the second fight? You saw a different AJ. You see what I'm saying? And in the Tyson Fury fight, we saw a different Tyson Fury. So both fighters, Tyson Fury has the ability to adapt. They are professional fighters. He has the ability to adapt, and AJ has the ability to adapt. But it'll be a disadvantage for Fury to try to fight like he's a short man, to try to fight inside fight game. That's crazy. No tall fighter, no trainer in the world would tell a tall fighter to fight like that. I hope he didn't get rid of Sugar Hill. Whoever he got, I still think he wins. Yeah, he got rid of Sugar Hill from what I'm hearing. That's the rumor. That's the rumor mill. He got rid of Sugar Hill. He got rid of Sugar Hill. He better be working on that. He got rid of Sugar Hill from what I'm hearing. And if that's the case, might be a draw. Second fight in the UK, more money. No, I don't think it's gonna be a draw. This first fight, either Fury getting knocked out or Fury will win by a decision. That's my prediction. I'm picking Anthony Joshua to stop Tyson Fury. Body shots. I'm picking Anthony Joshua to stop Tyson Fury. That's my pick. And I'm betting money on it. Anthony Joshua has to win this fight. I'm going to tell you why. Because if Tyson Fury wins this first fight, he's going to retire. He's going to say, I went all over the world. I fought in Saudi Arabia. I fought in Germany, fought in the UK, in the US. I went all over the world. I couldn't find nobody to beat me. There's no need of me fighting him again. I already beat him already. He's going to retire. That's Tyson Fury. So I'm betting on Anthony Joshua. AJ has to win first. He has to win first. He has to. Period. Fury doesn't have to win the first fight. Anthony Joshua has to win the first fight. You see what I'm saying? So, this is it. Fury's too slick, man. Nah, he's not too slick. He wasn't too slick for Odo Wallin. He wasn't too slick for McDermott. And he wasn't too, so, he's not too slick. He's not too slick. You know what I mean? Fury not too slick. He has slick upper body movement, head movement. He got slick head movement. But guess what? He moved the head because no one is going to his body. No one is going to his body. Listen, I'm telling you, man, listen, I promise you guys, I really believe this in my heart. I watched 12 of Tyson Fury's fights. 12. I've never seen anybody go to his body. Never. I'm talking about consistent body attack. You have fighters who are way shorter than Tyson Fury, and they're trying to hit him in the head. Short fighters, everybody's short to Tyson Fury because he's 6'9". They're trying to hit him in the head. Deontay Wilder, he's 6'7". What did he do in the first fight? He didn't throw no body shots. He's trying to hit Tyson Fury in the head. Go to the body. Go to the body. Floyd Mayweather's a damn good body puncher. Jab to the body. Anthony Joshua, jab to the body. Jab to the body. Because he did that, jab to the body. Once you, listen, you guys, if you haven't fought at box before, you have no idea what a body shot a consistent body attack would do to you. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea. On what you say, Sick Note, and tell me he ain't training like he's not going to fight like that. Yeah. Anthony Joshua is training. If you look at some of the training, he's training like he's going to the body. No heavyweight cannot box Fury, period. Let's see. Victory George, what do you say? Exactly. Fury will retire if he wins. Absolutely. Hey, to all the Tyson Fury fans in the chat know that. They know Fury going to retire if he wins. Fury fights different every fight, depending. No, he don't fight different every fight. He do the Erky Jerky style. He do the Erky Jerky style in most of his fights. That's what he does. He fought differently when he fought Deontay Wilder the second fight. But most of the fights that I see of Tyson Fury, Erky Jerky, Erky Jerky, Erky Jerky. 90% of his fights is Erky Jerky. Erky Jerky, right? And when he does fight on the inside, when he fight those smaller fighters and he try to roll with punches and stuff like that on the inside, but he can't come with that. He can't fight Anthony Joshua like on McDermott or something like that. He can't do that. When you're a 6'9" fighter, if you know anything about boxing, when you are a 6'9" fighter, if you're a taller fighter, your best asset is to keep that shorter fighter at the end of your jab. For Tyson Fury to beat Anthony Joshua, he should study Larry Holmes. Study Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes arguably had the best jab in the history of boxing, in the history of the heavyweight division. I'm not saying he had the best jab. I'm saying he had one of the best jabs in the history of the heavyweight division, period. And if you don't know it, if you don't agree with that, you don't know a damn thing about boxing. You don't know the history of boxing. Study Larry Holmes, that jab he has. He had a stiff, hard jab. Kept shorter fighters at the end of his punch every time. This is how Tyson Fury should fight Anthony Joshua. Because Tyson Fury don't have any power. We know this. He don't have any power. You know, he don't have one punch knockout power. You know, so, and if he tries to sit on his punches like he did with Wilder, the problem with that is when you sit on your punches, you open yourself up for counters. If you sit on your punches, that means you are not moving. You're not dancing around the ring. That means if that person slips your punch, he's going to get on the inside and work your body. So Tyson Fury is going to have to what? Grab and hold like he did Vladimir Klitschko. Anthony Joshua will be very prepared for that. So Fury is going to either come with the Erky Jerky style. He's going to try to come, if he try to come to fight Anthony Joshua the way he did Wilder, or he can study Larry Holmes and try to keep him on the end of his jab and try to win the boxing match. Those are his three options. So he's not going to knock Wilder. He's not going to knock Anthony Joshua out. You know what I mean? Sitting on his punches. You know, he's not going to sit on his punches. I doubt that. And John Fury be the best promoter in the world. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm seeing it. That's just how I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? So, what you say, Chisora 2, go watch it. Yeah, I see that fight. I mean, I'll go watch it again. I'll go watch it again. But Chisora ain't no Anthony Joshua. So, Derek Chisora got what, 10 losses? He's a journeyman. So, you know what I mean? What you say, Fury didn't get rid of Sugar Hill, coach. Saw some pics of them from yesterday, all smiles. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I'm not saying he got rid of him. I'm saying that's the rumor. That's the rumor we're hearing. He got rid of Sugar Hill. That's the rumor. But he's gonna have to. What's up, Jeff? That's why AJ has to get on the inside. Only way to beat Fury. Yeah, the only way he can beat Fury, he can box too. Nowhere near Fury, not pure boxing. Yeah, The only way Anthony Joshua has one. Listen, guys. Anthony Joshua has one path to victory. Study Mike Tyson, inside fight game. I'm not necessarily talking about peekaboo style. I'm not talking about the peekaboo style. I'm saying study Julio Cesar Chavez as well. I don't know how the hell I forgot about Chavez. Man, how I forgot about Chavez. Bruh. Make it an inside fight game. Period. Go to the body. Give Tyson Fury a body attack he has never seen before in his life. If you study Tyson Fury's fights, no one goes to his body. Daniel Linton, what do you say? Consistent body shot stops the legs. Exactly. Exactly, D. Daniel Linton. Hey, Daniel, you hit the nail right on the head. Consistent body attack. Consistent body attack. Shabazz, what is Shabazz going? AJ with KO Tyson Fury before the 9th round. I don't know what round is going to get stopped, but I think he's going to stop Tyson Fury. Shelton, yeah, I agree. I still see him adjusting though. But yeah, that's AJ's best chance. Yeah, that's his best chance. That's his best chance, fam. Oh, we got some super chats. Got some super chats in the building. Let me shout out to Rocky Rodriguez. Let's hit him with the Ali Bell. Hit him with Ali Bell. Appreciate your analysis, coach. Yes, sir, Rocky. Listen, fam, I'm telling you, Anthony Joshua has one shot to beat Tyson Fury. He's not going to outbox Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is too slick of a boxer. He's too slick of a boxer. He's too slick of a boxer for a boxing match, right? Anthony Joshua, you are 6'6". Tyson Fury is 6'9". You're giving up a 3-inch height advantage. Arm reach. Let's listen. Hey guys, let's look and see what the arm reach is. Let's look and see what the arm reach is, guys. Let's see. Let's do this. One more time from Rocky Rodriguez, and let's bring the Ali Bell.
Super chat received.
And one time from my main man Philly. One time from my main man Philly Fly. Philly Fly, what's up, fam? Let's ring the Ali Bell for Philly Fly for the super chat.
Super chat received.
Listen, Philly Fly, you hit the nail right on the head, fam. And guess what? Sugar Hill said it too. Sugar Hill said, listen, man, Anthony Joshua is an exceptional fighter. He know this. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I'm telling you. Listen, let's look. Listen, guys, let's look and see who got the arm reach advantage. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Tyson. Let's see. Tyson Fury. Sorry about that, guys. You guys make me arm reach. Arm reach. Let's see. Tyson Fury has I'm trying to see who has a long arm reach. Wow, I mean, bro, I'm looking at this. What's Tyson Fury's arm reach? Okay. Tyson Fury's has an 85-inch arm reach. Tyson Fury has an 85-inch arm reach, right? Let's look at Anthony Joshua. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to get to you in a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? We're going to see. What's Anthony Joshua's arm reach? We're going to see what his arm reach is. Oh, you know what? Anthony Joshua has an 82-inch arm reach. So Tyson Fury has an 85-inch arm reach. So back to what I was saying, guys. One more time for my main man, Philly Fly. Good looking out for the super chat, fam.
Super chat received.
So Tyson Fury has a 3-inch height advantage over Anthony Joshua, and he has a 3-inch reach advantage over Anthony Joshua. So the only way for him to fight Tyson Fury is to make it an inside fight game. That's the only way. That's the only way. And I'm telling you guys, for all you guys who saying that Anthony Joshua can't make adjustments, you're going to be surprised this first fight in Saudi Arabia. You're going to be surprised. We know Tyson Fury, you're going to be surprised. He going to stop. Listen, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. I believe this with all of my heart. Tyson Fury said a lot of things that made me look at him crazy. Well, I'm going to walk away from the fight. I don't want this, want that. It might have been head games. I don't know. I don't care. But the inside fight game is what's going to kill him. I got AJ winning, but it can go either way. AJ can't keep the F off for 12 rounds. Yeah. Oh, can't keep Tyson Fury off for 12 rounds. No. Listen, Tyson Fury is not going to try to be all over Anthony Joshua for 12 rounds. It's not that's not going to work. They're not training for that. Tyson Fury is not going to fight Anthony Joshua like that. If he does, he's gonna be a fool. I'm telling you, the crunk style, they're gonna try to keep Anthony Joshua on the end of the jab. The end of the jab is how. Listen again. Study Hearns. Study Hearns. Study Larry Holmes. Study Tommy Hearns. Study Larry Holmes. The way Tommy Hearns fight, the crunk style, they keep fighters at the end of their jabs. They keep the range. They keep you from getting on the inside, and they jab. Only problem with that is you leave yourself open when you're. The crunk style is an offensive style. The crunk style is a offensive style of fighting, where you just go on offense. You overwhelm your opponent with offense. That's the crunk style. That's the crunk style. Sick Note Simpkins, what do you say? This fight is going to be better than whatever side thinks. I really believe this AJ has shown he can adapt. And Fury, you never know what Fury you're getting. Yeah. Listen, Tyson Fury is an excellent fighter. I'm not bagging on him. He's a damn good fighter, and Anthony Joshua's a damn good fighter, right? All jokes aside, you know what I mean? But Tyson Fury has a 3-inch height reach advantage, a height and reach advantage over Anthony Joshua. Arm reach on Fury is to frustrate AJ all night. Yeah. That's Fury's game plan. Right on Super Chatters, thumbs up. Yeah, that's Fury's game plan. One time for my main man Joe B. Let's hit the Ali bell. You see what I'm saying? Fury has a longer reach advantage. So if you are a Tyson Fury fan, how would you suggest someone fight Tyson Fury? Let me put that back on you guys. How would you suggest Anthony Joshua should fight Tyson Fury then? What you guys got to say? I mean, I'm curious. All jokes aside, like, what strategy do you think, if you're a Tyson Fury fan, Jeff Lucietta, Peter Von Arts, what style do you think that Anthony Joshua should fight to beat Tyson Fury? Fury, luckily he beat Klitschko. Thought it was tighter. Yeah, a real boy. Yeah, it was a real boy, a snooze fest. The AJ fight ain't gonna be that. All that jab, grab, hug. No, he ain't gonna be able to do that with AJ. He's not gonna be able to do that with AJ. He's not gonna be able to do that with AJ. Like Joe Frazier. Joe B, yeah. Listen, Jeff Lucietta, what suggestions would you give Anthony Joshua to fight Tyson Fury? Peter Von Arx, what suggestion would you give? I'm telling you, which is a crunk style I heard from commentary. They keep them at the end of the jab. If they come close, you combo. Yeah, that's what they do. If they come close, you combo, right? But the crunk style has been beaten many of times. Lennox Lewis fought the crunk style. Oliver McCall knocked them out. Hakeem Rockman knocked them out. Crunk style. Tommy Hearns got knocked out quite a few times. Crunk style. The crunk style is beatable. That's what I'm saying. AJ, what Sheldon said, AJ needs to get on the inside. That's it. AJ needs to get on the inside. And the only way you keep a fighter from getting on the inside, you have to have enough power and strength and hit hard enough to deter that fighter from getting on the inside. So Tyson Fury strategy should be work on that jab. Work on a hard, stiff jab, right? And throw the combinations to keep him from getting on the inside. Anthony Joshua is going to have to figure out how to slip those punches to get on the inside. Anthony Joshua is going to have to study Bernard Hop. Bro, let me tell you something. You know what I love about B-Hop? You know what I love about Julio Cesar Chavez? Julio Cesar Chavez was a short fighter. He kept coming. Julio Cesar Chavez was a body puncher. That's what made Canelo Alvarez so great. Canelo Alvarez goes straight to the body. That stop all that dancing around and looking pretty and cute, taking pictures, doing interviews while you boxing people in the ring. That body attack, those liver shots, those jabs to the solar plex, that take all that dancing out you. By the time the 6th, 7th, 8th round come around, Tyson Fury can't be doing all that dancing. He's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to dig deep and get diggity dirty, down low dirty. He's gonna have to fight. I don't mind Tyson Fury fighting dirty in this fight because I want AJ to fight dirty. I want him to fight nasty. Open that cut over in his eye. Cut him, split him. If Odo Wallin can cut Tyson Fury, I'm sure damn well Anthony Joshua can cut him. Split him to the white meat. Split him open. Once you cut him and that blood go to get in those eyes, panic starts to set in. You see what I'm saying? That's what I see. What you say? Chavez couldn't do that to Whitaker. Nah, Chavez couldn't do that to Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker was my guy. Pernell Whitaker got robbed. Talking about a draw. He couldn't do that to Whitaker. Whitaker had excellent footwork, head movement, hand speed. That's my guy, man. Pernell Whitaker's my guy. R.I.P. to the legend, man, Pernell Whitaker, man. Let's hit the Ali bell for Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker was my guy. Joshua can be nasty and then get his breath by keeping the jab in, by keep jabbing and moving like he did Ruiz and go back to being nasty when he sees the opening. Yeah. No, I just think what you say, I ate a whole lot of crow from Lomo Fimo. I have no problem with it. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a good fight, though. That was a good fight, Lomo. Hey, man, listen, Jeff, we don't know who's going to win these fights. We pick who we think going to win, and then it is what it is. You know, you got to pick somebody. You know what I mean? You got to pick somebody. So, but I'm just saying, fight small and let your hands go on the inside and destroy his body. That's it. Everybody's saying the same thing. On Charlo, what do you say, fam? One time for my big brother Charlo, man. One time for Charlo. Coach, I totally agree. AJ got to fight inside, work the body. Fury would try to keep AJ behind the jab, use his reach advantage. Yeah, absolutely. Peter Von Us, what do you say? I think AJ should stick to what he knows and fight smart. Yeah, but that's not telling me nothing, though. Stick to what he knows and fight smart. What does that mean? I mean, that's very vague. What does that mean? Stick to what he knows and fight smart. You got to be more. You got to be more specific. What does stick to what he knows mean? What style should he fight? That's the question I'm asking. What style would you recommend Anthony Joshua fight? Michael Buffer hit the nail right on the head. One time for Michael Buffer, man. One time for Michael Buffer. Fight small. Don't allow Fury to hit him with the jab. Fight small. Yep. Haleen, what do you say? Duck down into the body. AJ should. Yeah, absolutely. So everybody's saying the same thing. My main man Smith & West. One time for my main man Smith & West. Go ahead and ring the Ali bell for Smith & West. You're right. Slip the jab, make himself a small target since Fury is punching down. Go to the body and flood the basement. Boy, hey, listen, that's old school there. Listen, you heard what he said? Go to the body and flood the basement. That's some old school boxing talk right there. I haven't heard that in a long time. Go to the body and flood the basement. The left hook will be there in the second half of the fight. Absolutely. Go to the body and flood the basement. That's it. Tyson Fury is a big target. He has a big body and he's fat. He has a whole lot of blubber right there. Work that body, period. Nobody works his body. Nobody. One time for my main man smoking 7188. Ring the Ali bell. Peter Von is Odo Wallin in Southpaw? Yeah. Odo Wallin is a Southpaw. He's a Southpaw. Beat those guts up. Yeah, you have to. Triple X, what do you say? Andy Ruiz with TKO Wilder and dance around the ring. Yeah, we talking about something else. Yeah. We talking about something else though. Triple X. I say stick to his natural boxing style and look for openings to the body. Don't try to make it a dirty fight unless Fury does. No, I totally disagree. I agree with go to the body. I don't agree with stick to his boxing style. I'm saying make it dirty, make it ugly. Let Fury know from the first round, this is what it's going to be. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You have what I want. You have that WBC heavyweight championship belt that's eluded me for years. And this is my opportunity of a lifetime. Anthony Joshua needs to fight like this is his only shot to get this belt. Because if he don't fight Fury this way, he's going to lose. That's my prediction. If you go in and try to pick your shots and do no. I'm not saying just go in head first and just go to punch it. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying be calculative. Jab to the solar plex. Jab to the solar plex. Jab to the solar plex. And when he drops that arm to try to block the body, bam. This what you do. This what you do. I'm finna show y'all. You jab to the body, bam, 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 and then when Fury drop his hand, bam. You get close enough, you ain't got to look at him because the body tells you where he's at. Bam. Listen, I'm telling you guys, study. I'm telling you guys, when you study these shorter fighters, this is how you fight tall guys. If you ever boxed before, your trainer would tell you that. Anybody who's ever boxed before know what I'm talking about. Anybody. I say stick to this natural boxing style. Yeah. I'm listening. As a matter of fact, ain't no Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going, listen. Yeah, easier saying work the body. But what about Fury stance with the body covered? Then pick a body puncher off around the head. Counter. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. No. It's not as easy as saying go to the body. No. Tyson Fury, Anthony Johnson is a professional fighter like Tyson Fury. It is easy to go to the body, though. It's easy to go to the body. Trust me. Because if Tyson Fury is picking off the body shots, he leave this open. That's the whole point. The point when you study boxing, the point is, when you go to that body and you keep going to that body, it's the natural instinct. The body shots is the setup shot. The body shot opens up the head shot. You see what I'm saying? When he going to that body, instead of touching that body, then he gonna come to the head. The body shot sets up the head shot. Fury's gonna box Tyson Fury. Fury's gonna box Anthony Joshua one way. He's gonna dance around the ring. He's gonna do feints, herky jerky. He's gonna dance. He's not gonna sit on his punches. He's gonna stick and move. I'm gonna bap, and then get out of the way. Bap, and then get out of the way. That's what he's gonna try to do. Joshua knows what Fury's gonna do. I'm telling you. Joshua knows what Fury's going to do. That's the only way Fury's going to win. Fury can't win no other way. He can't fight. He's not going to beat AJ fighting inside fight game. He's not going to do that. So that's my analysis. That's my analysis. Simpkins, what do you say? Boss, bro. I'm saying yes. Does set it up if it's working. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Signal. Yeah. You boss, so you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, you boss. You know what I'm saying. What do you say? AJ seems to get clipped in exchanges every time he gets aggressive. He has to be a little patient. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying for him to be super aggressive. Listen, remember what I said, guys. Remember what I said. He needs to study. He needs to study Bernard Hopkins. He needs to study Andre Ward. Look how Andre Ward beat Kovalev. That second fight. Even the first fight, but the second fight, what did he do? He took the win. He went to that body so much, hit him with some tough, hard body shots. And then Kovalev went to and then he hit him with that straight, then he hit him with the right. Boom. Hurt him. And then he ended up getting him out of it with body shots. Fury's going to go to the body as well. He's going to try. But guess what, though? For him to go to the body, he's going to have to put his head down. He's going to have to he can actually go to the body and because Lennox Lewis used to do it too. Lennox Lewis would jab to the body. So Tyson Fury should study Lennox Lewis, Larry Holmes and Lennox Lewis. Because Emmanuel Stewart did teach Lennox Lewis how to go to the body just with the jab to the body. You see what I'm saying? So Tyson Fury, that's what he should do. Try to jab Anthony Joshua's body. What I'm saying is AJ has to make it dirty. He has to make it dirty. Mr. Angus, what do you say? I don't care who wins as long as it's a good fight. Yeah, absolutely. As long as we don't get no Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko fight. As long as we don't get that. I actually used to box coming up. This cop that used to train us used to tell us all the time at Eddie. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So a lot of you guys who boxed before, you know. A lot of guys who fought, you know, what you say, Perceive. Yeah, what's going on, fam? Bring the Ali bell for you, brother. I bet the first shot Fury throws is to AJ's body. Yeah, he's gonna, yeah, he should. What you say? What you say? Somebody said that. Damn, I forgot. Jeff Luciano. What do you say? Tyson Fury feints will give AJ fits. Yeah, Tyson Fury does feint a lot. Tyson Fury has a damn good feint game. Now Tyson Fury's strength is the feint. Feint. AJ just don't need to fall for the feints. That doesn't mean, you know what, he fainting. Let me try to figure out, see what he's trying to do. After like the third round, they'd have been no figured each other out. Then it's, you know what? Forget all that. No, because this what happened, right? In boxing, in Smith and West, you boxed before. Sick Note Simpkins, you boxed before. Some of you guys boxed before. And you know, and you know this for a fact. You can have a game plan, right? You can have a game plan. I'm gonna try to figure it out. And then at some point in the time in the fight, it's like, you know what, the hell with this. I'm going for it. For the hell with this, let's get it. You see what I'm saying? The likelihood of Fury catching AJ in an exchange is slim to none. Right. Fury hooks are wide and looping. Absolutely. AJ hooks are tighter. So it will land before Fury's 9 times out of 10. Yeah, absolutely. Fury is quick with jabs, but when he throws hooks and try to throw body shots, he telegraphs them. And he's slow. Because he's a big guy. You know what I mean? So, absolutely. But what would happen if AJ cut him? AJ cut Klitschko, Prevekin, Parker, and taking. So 100% he can cut Fury like Lewis did to Klitschko. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, he can. Only backwards boxing. Go me, no pro. Yeah, he can. Tyson Fury got cut by Oda Wallin. Tyson Fury got cut several times. I know Anthony Joshua can cut him. I know that. And it's not like in an exchange he'll get caught with Tyson Fury, because unless Tyson Fury has to throw straight punches, right? Andy Ruiz is a shorter fighter, and he had fast hands. And Andy Ruiz got on the inside. Do you see what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz is the perfect example. He's a 6'2" fat guy who got on the inside of a 6'6" tall guy, and he got on the inside, and they was trading punches. He had faster hands. So Anthony Joshua is going to be the shorter guy. He's going to be in the Andy Ruiz position, right? So that's what I'm saying. But Tyson Fury got some hell of a feints, though. He does have some feints. As you say, Coach, if Fury tries to jab to the body, he's lowering his head for the chin, the big sleep. Yeah, if he lowers his body, listen, the crunk style don't teach you that. The crunk style, you can jab, but turn like that and make sure you're out of harm's way. Jab, keep your hand right here to cover the counter and back up. He can do that. He can do that to AJ as well. I could see that playing out too. That's what hurt AJ in the Ruiz fight. At the distance, on the man with the shorter arms. Yeah, hooks. Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail right on the head, Smith and West, hit the nail. Give my brother the Ali Bell. You're right. By AJ being a shorter fighter in the close range, his punches is going to get there before Tyson Fury's. So Fury, it'd be a mistake for Fury to try to fight an inside fight game with fight game plan with Anthony Joshua. That'd be a big mistake. AJ cut Klitschko. Perfecting. Oh yeah, absolutely. Fury got cut by Oda Wallin. So I mean, he always get cut. You know what I mean? Fury said AJ beat him up in sparring, but Fury was hurting AJ with body shots. That's what Fury says. But what was AJ hurting Fury with? That's the question. That's the question. AJ isn't a southpaw. Highly unlikely he'll catch Fury with the cut. No. Fury, AJ got that left hook though. AJ best punch is his left hook. Not even the uppercut, his left hook. I literally slept out watching and woke up to see Coach still alive. Well, it's midnight here in Germany. I'm back again. Oh yeah, man. We rocking out, man. Cause I gave everybody an hour yesterday, man. So I want to make sure we Oda Wallin is a southpaw, but listen, The left hook hit the. Listen, AJ cut. AJ, if you look at a lot of AJ fights, he always cut people. Those hooks, he gonna split them. If AJ can overput pressure on Fury to the point where he holds his hands like Chrono, he could do a body punch, uppercut combo. Yeah. And Fury knows, he's very familiar with Anthony Joshua's Fury gonna have to have some defense. In Bloom, what's going on, fam? Even coach and chat, long day. What's happening? Yeah, man, we talking about, man, we breaking down this one time for my main man In Bloom. I'm bringing the Ali Bell from main man In Bloom. Round of applause for everybody. Round of applause for everybody in the chat, man. We've been rocking for over 3 hours, bro. Rocking for over 3 hours. Let's see. What my main man say? My main man Diallo Huggy, what do you say, fam? Do you think AJ muscles are going to affect his stamina in the later rounds? Nah, AJ don't trim down. He don't trim down. It could though. It could if he come in looking like a bodybuilder. Yeah, it will. But he's trimmed down though. He looks real lean. He looks real lean. You know what I mean? So but you're right about that, brother. AJ will go for Fury's body, make Fury feel. Then when Fury's hands are down protecting his body, then AJ goes upstairs. AJ hook. See. Let me tell you something about a shorter fighter. You know, I'm on Knob's side more for the fight now. AJ has shown he can come back from such pressure and not only adapt, but makes a great fight. Yeah. Let me show you. I think with boxers concentrate. I think that's what you said. Concentrate. Yeah. Peter Von Knox. What do you say, fam? Peter is going to knock AJ out. That would be his defense. All right. Let's see. When the last time? Okay. All right, he gonna knock him out. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Let's see. I hope not, but wouldn't be surprised by a draw. Yeah. I disagree, coach. If AJ goes in looking for the KO or be extra aggressive, he will lose. Yeah, I'm not saying I never said that AJ should go for the KO and be extra aggressive. I said AJ needs to make it a dirty fight. He needs to fight, make it an inside fight game. I never said that he should be extra aggressive. There's a difference between being extra aggressive is Marcos Maidana. Extra aggressive is the way Manny Pacquiao fights sometimes when he fought Marquez. You know what I mean? It's a way that you can put pressure on a fighter and make it that's why I say study Bernard Hopkins. Study what's my main man name? James Lights Out Tony. Study these inside fighters. Study Julio Cesar Chavez. Make it an ugly fight. Ugly. Go get them. That don't mean be sloppy and extra aggressive and look for the KO. Nah, I'm not saying that. Get on the inside. And when you get on the inside, mug them. I'm gonna show you guys something, man. Like a lot of you guys, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But you got to study some fighters to understand what I'm saying. You got to study some fighters to understand what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Braveheart. I don't know how old you are, but to understand what I'm talking about, you're going to have to watch some old school fighters to see what I'm talking about. Coach, you know what? Watch all the Fury fights. When he throws a jab, he leans forward a lot and brings his head down to watch his last fights. AJ would catch him with uppercut. Brawler way against Tyson Fury. Yeah, just make it a fight. What I'm trying to say, guys, is this. Tyson Fury has a game plan. Anthony Joshua has a game plan. Whoever executes the best game plan is going to win the fight. Right? If you watch most of Tyson Fury fights, most of those fighters fight him the same way. Odo Wallin was a tough fight for Tyson Fury. That was a tough fight. He came on the inside. The only thing with Odo Wallin, he was head hunting a lot. If he was a body puncher, he probably could have got Fury out of there, or at least broke him down a whole lot more. He came on the inside, cut him, and he was head hunting. Nobody goes to Tyson Fury's body. This is what I'm saying. And if you study this, if you are a student of the sport of boxing, and every time you watch a shorter fighter fights a taller fighter, and every time that shorter fighter wins against that taller fighter, how does he win? AJ cut Ruiz and knocked him down. No one has done that to Fury, about to get dethroned. Right. Show Mo, what do you say? Right, coach. Control the aggression. Yeah, control the aggression. Yeah. I'm not saying just come in there and we just go, just go to swinging. No, I ain't talking about that. I mean, no, of course not. Angry AJ is dangerous. When AJ fought Ruiz the first time, yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Fury went on the inside after the cut, so he couldn't. Fury went on the inside after cut, so he couldn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Fury fights Anthony Joshua on the inside, I promise you, he will not fight Anthony Joshua inside. I promise you he won't do that. He won't do that. Especially if he's fighting the Crunk style. Crunk style don't teach you that. You don't fight inside. That's not Crunk style. If he got Sugar Hill in this corner, Sugar Hill is going to show him, look, man, you want to try to avoid any inside contact. Work on your footwork. Get out of the way. Get off your punches and get out of the way. He's going to try to mug you. Get out of the way. Anthony Joshua is going to have his hands cut out for him, to try to get on the inside, but he can get on the inside. He can. You know what I mean? Oda Wale is southpaw boxer. Wale boxed Brazil the same way. He fought Fury. Yeah, he did. But what I'm saying is, Oda Wale is not he's not the level of, he doesn't have the skill set that Anthony Joshua has. So you're saying because he was a southpaw, that was the reason why he got cut. No, that wasn't the first time Tyson Fury fought southpaws. That wasn't his first southpaw fight. You know what I mean? I'm saying, regardless of whether it's southpaw, orthodox, doesn't matter. The strategy is the same. Oda Wale and Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury never should have struggled with an Oda Wale, but he struggles with lower competition fighters. He struggled with that guy, and he cut him wide open. Really, that fight should have been stopped. To be honest with you, that fight should have been stopped. Crazy how AR got dropped and wasn't hurt after he stood up. Vicious left hook, yeah. Let's see. I'm saying Wale couldn't go on the inside. Oda Wale is not an inside fighter. Bro, we say Fury can fight both ways. Yes, I know he can fight both ways. I'm hoping he fights the inside fight game. Anthony Joshua can fight both ways too. Both fighters can fight both ways. You know what I mean? We're just talking about game plans. We don't know what's going to happen. We're just talking about, I'm saying what's the best way that Tyson Fury can win versus Anthony Joshua. Study Tommy Hearns, study Larry Holmes, study Lennox Lewis. That's how you're gonna win. What's the best way for Anthony Joshua to beat Tyson Fury? Because he's a shorter fighter. Study Bernard Hopkins. Study Chavez. Study James Lights Out Tony. Study Evander Holyfield. I forgot all about Evander Holyfield. If he could study Evander Holyfield. Holyfield was an excellent combination fighter. Evander Holyfield was an excellent inside fighter, and he fought taller fighters all the time. Study Evander Holyfield, how he fought Riddick Bowe the second fight, even the first fight, even though he lost the first fight, but study that. Evander Holyfield. Get on the inside. Get on the inside. Catch and shoot. Catch and come in there. See what I'm saying? Study Evander Holyfield. But AJ has to work on his footwork. You're going to need footwork to pull that off on the inside fight game. That's what he need to do. He need to work on his footwork. And then he showed excellent footwork against Andy Ruiz, right? But that was a shorter fighter. So Fury kept Wale away with the jab after the cut. Yeah, he did. He kept him away with the jab after the cut. Fury, he let Oda Wale get on the inside. He got cut, and Fury realized he need to change his strategy. That's what happened. That's what happened. Mike Tyson never changed tactics. He made other fighters try to change to fight him. Yeah, he did. He did. AJ knows all about Fury dirty tricks and tactics. Knows what his game plans are. Yeah. I think both fighters know each other. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that signal. Sorry about that, fam. Tony versus Jiro was a barn burner. Yeah, absolutely. Mike Tyson was a great inside fighter. Yeah, so all I'm saying is Herbie High struck Riddick Bowe. Herbie's a shorter fighter. Yeah, so when you're a shorter fighter, that's the only way you're gonna beat a taller fighter. You're not going to be. Listen, Anthony Joshua has a shorter arm reach, and he's not gonna outbox Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has excellent footwork. Listen, for Tyson Fury to be so big, guys, he has excellent footwork. He has some of the best footwork I've ever seen for a heavyweight. You see what I'm saying? So that's AJ's only way to beat him. He's going to have to impose his will. Listen, what you know about boxing, guys, you have to impose your will on your opponent. The person who can impose their will will be the one to win the fight. Anthony Joshua is going to have to impose his will on Fury. Fury is going to have to impose his will on Anthony Joshua. That's the only way. Fury would try to go for a AJ midsection. He told everyone that in sparring. He hit AJ to the belly, not the win out. But you know what? I don't AJ stood on one knee, Fury said. That's what Fury said, but Fury lied all the damn time. So I don't know. But just like you said, that's what Fury said, right? But that was years ago. Anthony Joshua was like 22 years old. Anthony Joshua was a better fighter than that. If Anthony Joshua beat Tyson Fury up when he was 22 years old, and now he's 31, that was a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I think AJ should box on his feet at distance like Ruiz, but when he sees the opening, AJ should jump in and be a nasty AJ. Yeah, you have to. Listen, this is for all the marbles, man. We're not gonna be hugging each other and kissing each other. Oh yeah, man, I ain't gonna try to fight you, dirty dog. Yeah, you okay? You okay? Nah, damn that. Rabbit punches, hit all behind the head, do all that. Hey man, anything goes. Listen, I'm trying to win, man. I'm trying to win. The game ain't based on sympathy. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to be friendly. I'm talking about dog fighting. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Listen, guys. Listen, man. I really, really, man, appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. It's been 3.5 hours. Let me give everybody a shout out. We're going to give a round of applause. A round of applause for everybody for rocking with me, man. I feel like I owed you guys this because we did an hour yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to everybody, man. One time for my main man, KB, man. One time for my main man, KB. KB, Halim, shout out to you, fam. You will see my channel. Shout out to you, fam. Sick Note Sipkin, shout out to you, fam. Halim, KB, Peter Von Arts, Karma Serene, Lisa Bells. Let's see, Rachel, Mr. Angus, what's going on? Mr. Shelton Moore, my main man, Jeff Lucietta, Peter Von Arts. Let's see. Richard Margison, my main man, Diallo Huggy, Terry Harrell, Terry. Let's see. Who else we got? Got a lot of people. Braveheart, King Midas. Sick Note Simpkins. In Bloom. Wole, what's going on, fam? Salute to you, brother. Michael Buffer, salute to you. Smith and West, salute to you. We're gonna ring the Ali bell for all of you guys. You see what I'm saying? And listen, we're gonna go live tomorrow, man. I'm trying to figure out. I think Demetrius Andre fight tomorrow, so we might stream that. We might go ahead and do a fight analysis on that. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. Michael Buffer, salute to you, fam. Salute to you. Other than that, man, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Sir Dextro, salute to you. Alan Skill, salute to you, fam. Daniel Linton, my main man, salute to you. Triple X, salute to you, fam. And that's it. Let's see who else we got. Smokey 7188, salute to you. And Richard Markinson, salute to you. And everybody who rocked with us. R.I.P. to Pernell Whitaker, man. I got love for a lot of you guys, man. That's what it is. And that's what we're gonna do, man. And guess what? What we're gonna do?
Shut up, fool. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time, boy. I'm gonna beat you like I did last time.
Other than that, this is our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out for New Media Today USA Boxing. Other than that, guys, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.